I was sticking by your side when nobody was around. I know I'm better off without you and all this fake love, fake love. I don't need this fake love.
Freak, are you kidding me?
Type to leave me drowning when I'm down. I even had your back, yeah, when you was out. I was sticking by your side when nobody was around. I know I'm better off without you and all this fake love, fake love. I don't need this fake love.
Freak, are you kidding me?
Type to leave me drowning when I'm down. I even had your back, yeah, when you was out. I was sticking by your side when nobody was around. I know I'm better off without you and all this fake love, fake love. I don't need this fake love.
Freak, are you kidding me?
Hello, people in TV land. Welcome back to the show called The Void. We're going to try to do twice a week this week. So it's an early morning show.
We already did
We got-
twice a week this week. Because we did Sunday at the beginning of the week.
We got somebody back that been gone for a while. I guess she high and tripping.
Right.
So, reintroduce yourself for us.
I ain't smoked today.
I know not today, but you have in your lifetime. So, reintroduce yourself for us.
First of all, when I came back, you wasn't here.
Honest, no, that ain't true. When did you come back?
I came back on last Sunday
She was
at
on
8
Sunday
p.m.
night.
I was here Sunday.
No, Sunday
Not Sunday
night.
night.
You didn't come back
Oh,
for the
okay.
second
That
show.
don't count, nigga, because you showed up at night.
So wait, ain't that 3 shows?
No, not at
No,
all.
you did
You did too? Okay.
Yeah. Pull
Well,
it together.
I already reintroduced myself.
Well, everybody
but,
don't know you on
Satori.
TV land. So, what's your name?
Satori, back at it.
Okay, Satori, back at it.
You say
Welcome
Satori?
back. I said Satori like you said.
okay.
I got the
Back,
shirt
but
waiting
I'm
for
gonna
you.
wear your shirt.
The small X.
I'm not wearing that shirt.
Got Joe back here in the house.
Nah,
How
yeah,
you doing
yeah.
today, Joe? We
All
got
right,
Nina over here.
Boy podcast, y'all. This is my first time.
And we got Joe cousin Jermaine. You got a nickname or just call you Jay or
Everybody
what?
in this
True.
mug.
Chew. I'm sorry, Choo. I'm sorry. Hey, out of curiosity, what you do for a living, bro?
I got a landscaping business.
There you go.
I got 83.
Okay. Well, anybody needs some landscaping done, this is the man to talk to, so inbox me.
I need to talk to you about some trees.
See, there you go.
Cutting down some trees.
Not only do we talk topics, we also try to help each other out, grow our business. So, you know, I do everything. Nursing, personal training, trying to fix my knee thing. Personal training, carpet cleaning, power washing,
The list go on.
DJ here and there, sell dope, the good kind, you know, cholesterol pills.
Oh
You
Lord.
know what I mean? It's all count.
It all count.
Let's get to the topics.
So let's get it started. We're going to be
Yeah,
together
bro.
about 2 hours. I know last time was kind of short, so now we all going to be here.
Yeah.
First time we had all three of us. Here.
Yeah, let's
with,
get it
with the
started.
family.
Welcome back to
We
it.
got
Good to
everybody
see
with
you.
us this time too.
Yeah, well, Yeah.
So
How long you gonna be back for this time? Or you good? To
Look, I
start?
hate
Keep it
this.
on Thursday.
Okay, Thursday. Okay.
All right, so we're gonna start off this Joe topic, right?
The first one, yeah.
Yeah, okay, so it say who come first, love of your life or family? Who eat first, the kids or the spouse?
You said who comes first and who eats first?
Yeah, we're gonna ask you first, though.
Yeah.
Who comes first? When you say comes first, you mean like in the bedroom?
No, I mean like so.
Wait, the second question
He said comes
involved
first. He said who
kids.
comes first.
The second question.
He said who comes first and who
the
eats
second
first.
part
So
of the question involved kids, though. So why
I
would it
get
be in the
that.
bedroom?
It said
Right.
comes, so come.
That would have been a question by itself, though. You don't bring
I get
kids
that,
involved
but you
with
didn't.
that.
I don't read nothing that got a comma. You're reading to me.
Right. No, so basically, it mean like so, like you know, how, you have to pick between two.
Mm-hmm.
So like, do you pick between like you know, like a lot of people always say like, do you pick your family over like your spouse? Like, who you rock with first? Who opinion matter first?
Well, I would say this: if I had to choose somebody to pick from, if my spouse is like my best friend, then I'll choose her over my family.
For real?
Cause just cause somebody's family doesn't guarantee that they got your back anyway.
So over your
you know?
own mama.
Yeah,
Damn.
swear to God.
That's deep.
Man, I'm a Cancer, so Cancer we live by that. Like if you got
Okay.
my back, I fuck with you forever.
Okay.
If you on some other shit, I'm on some other shit. So however you want to do, I don't care if friends or family, mom, dad, uncle, cousin, auntie, whatever. We all in the same game type shit.
Okay.
Until you self-sabotage.
And then when it comes to not at all, we don't do that. That's the other signs. When it comes to the plate thing, I never really tripped off that. You know, I've been with females who got mad because I got my own. Been females didn't care I got my own plate. So I
Right.
just kind of look at it like it depends on who you with. You know, if you don't go with a traditional woman
Yeah.
with that, then yeah, they may feel some type of way. But if a dude hungry, he probably prayed in the car, so we can start eating now. Fuck all that. Pray over the food night. I prayed on the way pulling around Goodfellas.
So you don't think that your wife or your girlfriend should bring your plate out first?
No,
Over the
because
kid?
I'm a picky eater. That's why I say I know your man.
Okay.
Like some dudes want everything on the buffet. It's certain things I don't eat. I'm not a big soul food eater. So you come back with all this shit. I just may want the hot dog or a hamburger or some shit. But you came back with all this other stuff.
Okay.
So that's why I say it depends on the person.
Okay, cool. What about you, Miss Nina?
So for me, since you specified spouse, well, first let's go with the family, and if it's your spouse, you go with your spouse. I mean, you know, your family will technically always be there, but you didn't choose family, so some people be off the charts crazy in your family, and you can choose not to deal with that toxicity.
Okay.
And so you can put your spouse. Your spouse should always be first. That's my opinion.
Okay.
That's biblical, and that's how I have conducted myself in a spouse type of in a marriage. The second thing, the plates thing, it depends. Like I agree with Greg. It depends on the person. I've had people. I tend to be a server, so my kids, my sons, get served hand and foot. That's how I serve them. But
Okay.
if I had a spouse, you know, it would be a little different. I think, especially, and I'm gonna go ahead and say this. It might get me into some trouble, but it's all right. You know, I feel like men, especially black men and minority men, men of color, whatever you want to call it, deal with a lot of stuff in the outside world. So
Okay.
when they come home, home should be the place of comfort, of peace, of being served a little bit, especially if you're doing what he's supposed to be doing.
That makes sense though.
I was coming, Tori. Sorry.
Is that?
Nah, I was danging it because I was agreeing with you.
Oh, I thought you were
Well, give
doing
us
me.
a heads up. I missed something like that. I thought I would talk longer than that.
Right.
Okay,
I
I'll
was
ding
like-
it twice for time and ding it once if I agree. How about that?
Okay.
All right, cool.
Okay.
One question I gotta ask about this. So you do believe that your significant other or your spouse should eat first before the kid?
Not necessarily a significant other, but the spouse 10 times out of 10.
Why would you pick the spouse though?
That's biblical.
No, I mean like why would they eat before your children?
I mean, when I say eat before, I might put the plate in front. You know, I can't carry. I have 2 sons. I have, if you want to count my 3 grandsons, now
Right.
that's 5 men.
You damn
plus
sure can't
a
carry
significant.
5 plates
Ain't no
at
way I
once.
can carry 5 plates at a time. So I might put the
I carry
plate.
about 3.
I might put the plate in front of my significant other or husband first, and then. But I try to make all the plates in the kitchen. So all the plates are made. So then, you know, it just goes in a sequence.
Okay,
If
that make a
makes
lot of sense.
That's what's up.
All right though, choo choo. What about you though?
Like how y'all being Jeffries and goddamn me, Florence and shit. You know,
Yeah.
crazy in the month. I ain't fixing shit. Fix your own
He
plate.
said, "Fix your
Right.
own."
No, so the
I'm
question
just
would
saying,
be,
food done. You just said who gonna eat first? Whoever the fuck fix their plate.
there
first.
you go.
Fuck you
But
mean?
so now let me ask you this question. I'm talking about like your old lady. Like, should your old lady bring you your plate first or the kids first, or does it even matter?
That shit don't hold no weight.
Nah, he
Fuck
gotta make
gonna
his
happen?
own plate.
He gotta make his own plate?
What the fuck gonna happen?
Okay.
I'm just saying, if she don't, what you feel? If your girl don't bring your plate first, what you feel like a bitch?
Nah.
I'm just saying, what you feel? Like, make this shit make sense to me.
Okay.
So you
what
feel
is
like
the
a bitch.
I think
What you
it's
feel?
more
What you
so.
feel? Less of a man if she don't
I
bring
think
it
it's more so like respect within the family.
Make
though.
this shit make sense.
Like being a
so you don't
provider.
feel respected if somebody don't bring you a plate.
I mean, I never said I didn't feel respected.
Well, what's your answer
Make
then?
this shit
You want
make
my
sense.
answer?
Yeah, I want to hear your answer.
I feel like I feel like kids should eat before the man though. The reason why I say that is though kids are, you know, they young, you know, like people say, you can always feed them first, put them down to sleep, get more into it, you know, more quality time together. I feel like a lot of people will put like, you know, the man should eat first.
Mm-hmm.
Now I do think the man, when it comes to like certain pieces of the food, like chicken and steak, they should get the bigger pieces and stuff like that. But you know, as eating
I mean,
first.
that's common sense. Like, I'm a bigger person, so she.
Hey, I seen people get
bigger.
bigger pork chops and shit, man. You know what I mean? So I'm just saying, like I seen it all before, but I think it doesn't really matter. Like I agree with you on that. It doesn't matter who eat first, really. It's more so about like, you know, everybody eat though. But I can understand some dynamics in
Like,
certain
I fix
households.
kid, like you gonna fix your kid, like you got a 3-year-old, of course you gonna fix that. I'm just saying some shit just common sense.
Okay though. What about you, Miss Panda? What you think?
Oh, well, hi.
How you doing?
Welcome, Panda, to the show. Hey, sweetie, how you doing?
Hey, I was over there in the background, y'all.
Don't you look all
But,
gussy up today?
Thank you. What was the question first? Let me.
Should
I
you
came in on the
cheat?
back end.
Should you cheat if your man cheated?
Should
That's
you
not
cheat?
the
I'm just playing.
Mr. Cheat.
That was not the real
question.
question. Is who comes first, the love life or family, and who eats first, the kids or the spouse,
You say who comes first?
Love life or
or
family? and who eat first, the kids or the spouse.
If you could mix the two with far as your family and your love life, I mean, if that's your husband, that's a different story. If that's your husband,
Tori.
you know what I'm saying,
That's
and you
her
want to try to go, you know, stick to your husband first.
When it's a spouse.
Stick to your husband first.
So do you
Now-
gotta be your husband to make the plate, or do you do it for your man?
Now, in our family, we're still in that aspect old school. In our family, how it used to be was our grandfather, he would get the first plate. Now,
Hey, Teron, what's
we would
up?
give him the plate, but he wouldn't eat until everybody else. It was like it was him first, and then the children would serve, and then, you know, the other adults or whatever. But we still in our family serve the males first. However, they will not eat until we've all, you know, sat down and said what we need to say, and then we eat together. However, we serve the meal first. Now, me personally, still, I carry that into my adulthood too. I make the male's plate first. However, I dare you to take one bite off that plate, and all of us have not sat down. Everybody hasn't been served yet.
Okay.
Okay, so I feel like you should serve the plate first.
That's what's up.
Right.
What's the next question?
Tori didn't answer though. Tori didn't
Oh,
answer.
I
I know
thought
she
you
been
just
here for a
moderated,
while,
yeah.
though, man.
You just
You
trying
ain't
to
used
skip
to-
I'm
over
sorry,
me.
man. I apologize,
That's
Tori.
crazy.
Now, what's your take on it?
So, as far as love life versus
Question
family
is-
first,
Hold on, real quick. Since you got the triangle scenario, do the man eat first, or do
Question is
you
who she
feed
eats
your
first.
other girlfriend?
so I make.
That's
the plate,
actually a good question.
I make the plates at the same time, but I make his plate first.
Okay, why?
Does he the man of the relationship or something?
Because he the man, and then he also got like chronic illnesses and stuff. So
Okay,
like,
okay, makes sense. That makes sense.
So make his plate first. And half the time she make her plate before I can even get to it.
So she beat you to it though.
Yeah, but don't make his plate first.
Yeah,
I make his plate first.
She said every man for themselves. That's what I heard. Every man for themselves.
But no, you usually gotta do it, end up making it first. So yeah, I feel like he should get the plate first. There's no kids involved, but if they were, I feel like the kids should get the plate first, then he get the plate, then I plate. But again, all the plates made at the same time, so I'm about to carry about 3-4 plates out at one time because my mama, she was a server, so she showed me how to
You
carry a
might
bunch of
well
stuff
be a
at once.
waitress. You'll get
But
paid.
yeah, and then
You
the
know, 8 plates at one time. shit.
the love of life or the family, she was right. Your family gonna always be there, and that's the family that raised you, that brought you into this world. After that, you created your family. So like your spouse and your partners, like that's the family you created. Especially if y'all been together for a while and y'all got that establishment and that foundation and everything. Then. Yeah, in that sense, his family gonna always be there. And then the family that you created, like I know my mama, she married now herself, so it's like she come home to her husband, so she gonna put him, she gonna make sure her mama cool, but she gonna make sure he definitely cool first.
Right.
Yeah.
So Chew, we didn't get to ask you that part right there though. What you think though? Who come first between?
My mama on earth, she come from here, but I don't care about nothing. My mama would make me get to that point to get a spouse. So if you think my spouse gonna go before my mama,
hell nah.
Gotta be a motherfucking fool.
Right.
But you shouldn't have to choose either.
I'm just saying you ain't got to
That's
choose.
how I
It
think
ain't
it
choose.
is.
It's just saying
Your
what-
spouse or
it's
your
not
mother.
choice.
You know
It's
what I'm
just saying
saying?
it's not a choice.
However,
It's
some
not even
people
a way out.
they
it's not
do
even
that.
a way out for me. It's just my mama. Like my mama come before. If I tell everybody, if my kids drowning and my mama drowning, they better hope Jesus saved.
Say who, your kids?
They better hope Jesus save lives, cause I'm gonna die trying to save my mama. I know what my mama do for me. My mama gonna come walking. She gonna come walking through fire to come get me. My kids, I do everything for them. So I let fairy tale shit. It sound good.
The
real
kids
talk,
ain't
man.
live their life yet, though.
Fuck out of here. My mama ain't live. Every year is a different thing. What you mean live your life? Every year you into different shit.
take though. I never heard that
Say
shit like
fuck
that
out
though.
of here.
That's deep.
I'm just saying you into different shit. Mama, kids live like.
I mean, if you
they
cool
live
with your
yesterday.
parents, I mean, if you ain't cool with them, fuck both of them. The kids ain't your mama. That's a nigga story.
I feel 'em. That's
Because
If they cool,
because
we
every
do that.
person don't feel that way about their parents.
They don't.
Some people ain't shit parents. Cause some people look over there and be like, "Damn, you okay?"
Man, look, I call the
911.
police.
Hey, hell. Okay, so you don't know.
If my
Some
mom and my
people.
kids drowning, what
There
you
you
gonna
go.
do?
Right.
Your mama drowning and Chloe drowning. Who you gonna try to save?
I can't swim. I'm calling the lifeguard.
I can't swim either, but I'm gonna die trying to save my mama.
And I mean,
Right.
that makes sense. I
Sorry,
agree with
y'all.
I asked you a question.
I didn't hit the
Yeah.
like
Hold on, it's too
button.
many people talking. Hold on. Hey, you saying what was your question again?
If your mama drowning and your daughter drowning, who you gonna try to save?
I mean, I'm gonna probably say my daughter first though. Like to be
You
honest
say
though.
first.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to save my daughter. I mean,
I'm trying to save both of them.
You're gonna try to save both, but I'm gonna go for the daughter first, and then I'm gonna try to get my mom.
You still got 3
It's not because I'm picking my daughter over my mom. It necessarily like they come first. No, it's just I feel like
Well, what
kind of
you
like what
put
Tori
in
saying.
though?
It's kind of like what Tori said though. The kid haven't lived their life yet. My daughter only 7. Mom like what, almost 50, 53, 54. I mean, you had much life, man. You probably get yourself out of there for the
you,
most
mama.
part. The kid gonna be like panicking, drowning and shit. You know, come on.
You can always make another
Your
one.
mama
man.
ain't make-
You can make
You
another
can't make
child.
another mama.
You can't make another mama though, but
Make
the
another
same-
child, man.
You can make another child, but that's not. You can't recreate the
Well,
same
depends.
child.
Like,
Though.
say like got a lot of
It's all
kids, they
opinion.
all grab each other's hand.
I mean, that's a different story. I only have one kid though.
Oh well, yeah, you got a point.
You know, that's a different story though. Have one kid, and one mother. That's a hard one though.
All right, next time.
Thank goodness my kids swim better than me, both of them. So they have to be trying to save me.
Next topic. Why are single fathers not praised like single mothers?
Ooh,
Now,
ooh. We gonna go with
That's a
you.
good one.
I want to go with you, Tori,
I
on
have a
this one.
definite
so
opinion about
I feel
that.
like because it's more often that you see a single mother than a single father,
Yo, Ray,
that
that's one for you.
like normally in society they quote unquote praise single mothers more because you
Why
normally
single
see that
fathers
more.
not
You don't
praised
really
like
get to see
single
too many single fathers.
Don't get
Normally,
praised.
if that's the case, it's either single mother or both of them together type of thing. So because of that, I feel like they don't get enough recognition on that because they aren't seen as much. But I feel like they should get the same amount of recognition. They put in,
Not more.
if not more amount of work. Especially depending on like, if it's a son or daughter, and then just that getting that connection and everything together, then yeah.
How come you think they don't though?
You said what?
How come you think they don't get recognition though? What would be your dead-on answer to why you think dudes don't get recognition for being single fathers?
Oh, well, I mean,
Come on now, let that wheel turn. Come back to you.
yeah.
What about you, Miss Pat?
I believe it's
Go on.
because the way we live in the Western world over here. Because you go to other countries, they praise dudes. Like in China, on Valentine's Day, the women go by the sons and daughters. I mean, the sons and the fathers and granddaddies roses and stuff like that. Over here, everything is flipped. That's the first thing. Then the second thing is that the world has taught us the bad definition for fathers anyway. Like a deadbeat is a person who doesn't pay their debt, but if you pay child support, you're not a deadbeat. That don't make sense. That's another thing. Then another thing on top of it, women been saying forever, I do both jobs. So that right there already eliminated a dude right there. And then like movies, books, songs, whatever, always downing dudes, whatever. So it's never gonna be. And then another thing, niggas really don't want all that publicity like that though. Like my brother, baby mama left him with his kids. He didn't file child support. He didn't cuss a bitch. He didn't drop the kids off foster home. He took and kept moving. So it's like if you was to flip it, and like they always tell me, put a man in a woman place, he'll fold. That's a bunch of bullshit. Cause that ain't true at all.
And a woman gonna let it be known.
A woman will fold because they lead, statistics and child abuse. They drop kids off at the fire department, the trash can. The dude would never do no shit like they would.
I mean, there's some people
statistics
out
are
there
very low when
like,
the dude would take his daughter who just got born and drop her off at a goddamn trash can and keep moving. I just don't see that happen. It does, but I'm saying not that high. So it's really one of those things that the narrative on men is that we just want to kick it and no responsibility, which is true. But I think percentage is really low, so that's why it's like that. I don't think it's one of those things that will ever change. But since women are looked at as like close to Jesus, that's just the way it's going to be.
Somebody in the comments said some men are better at parenting than
They
women.
are.
But when it comes to what's better for the child, it benefits a woman more, especially when the government is involved.
Well, see, you put the government into a situation that changed the whole game because they got the tools to go against the man. Because you got to think until a dude in the hospital with his baby mama having a baby and they hand him the child, and he walk out that motherfucker and she's still there, that'll change the game. But since they give it to her, it's just the way it is. You know what I'm saying? It's fucked up, but it's the rules over here. You go to another country, none of that shit happen. It's on both of us. It ain't no one person better than the next. So I always wonder that until I got older, because I was kind of brainwashed too, believing that that a man can't do the job because I grew up in a situation. My father wasn't like that, whatever. So it's like you kind of believe this shit. So it's one of those things like I'd rather just see do it for myself, see how it go, because I consider myself a good father. And then one more thing, dudes will be more honest with their kids than a woman will when they come to make decisions about life. No bullshit. A dude would tell his son.
Two days is time, by the way.
Okay, a dude would tell his son. A dude would tell his son the truth about these streets for a woman will. A woman don't want to look bad because she done the shit that she got to tell her son about. So she'll keep the shit a secret. Dude be like, he'll tell his daughter, find somebody better than me. He'll tell his son, hey nigga, this is what you need to do. Think I'm bullshitting.
Right.
Real talk.
What about you, Nina?
So my definitive answer for that is because I think it's like men are supposed to be providers. And so if you're providing, if you're providing for your family, what do you want, a cookie?
Right.
I think that society thinks that way. Yeah. I think that for women, it's expected, so they just, okay, you doing what women do.
Right.
But I think for men, it's you doing. It's like a weird. So it's the expectation for women, and it's common for women. So since it's common, it's like, oh, okay, she doing what she do. But for men, I think the expectation as well is to be a provider for your family. And so if that means taking care of your kids, okay, what you want? You doing what you're supposed to do. You want a cookie? You want a medal now? And I think that is such a wrong way to look at things. I disagree with you, Greg, that women don't tell. I think that's a generality, that women don't tell their kids the truth. I have 2 sons, and believe me, I tell them the truth.
But you ain't living no life, though.
How do you know?
You want Ratchet?
What? How do you know?
I'm talking to Ratchet, not you.
I may have done some. I may have done some things.
She already said she had babies out of wedlock.
Yeah, that's it though. No,
I'm
talking to bitches that keep cars, put sugar in the gas tank, cheat for no reason, put niggas out because they're good man.
But I ain't totally told.
But you wouldn't do nothing like that. I can't see you putting a man out because he good.
That was the cut.
Have you ever put a man out of the house because he was a good man?
No.
There you go.
I put his ass out because he wasn't
no good, right?
Good.
Thank you.
Please
tell your son that story. But bitches ain't gonna tell that story
some
about.
Some of them know because one of them is his daddy, not the one that's sitting here.
I get that. But no woman's gonna tell her daughter, I was a side chick for so long.
My
I got
mama
my
did.
feelings.
I ain't gonna
I want to
care.
fight
My
that
mama-
nigga.
I
They
can't
not
do
gonna
it.
tell
But
you
you
no
have
way.
I'm
to-
saying what
I'm
you
about
what I
to-
would
Hold on,
tell
we
a
all
daughter.
talking at once.
Ah, the voices.
I don't
that
have a
way.
daughter, so I can't speak on
No, there you go.
what I
then.
would tell
You
a
look-
daughter.
God bless you.
But
Joey the
I
crazy.
I definitely tell my
You better
kids
keep it
the
100.
truth at all times. Even my grandsons. I mean, when we're talking about things,
What's the question?
I still am gonna tell the truth. That's appropriate for their age.
Okay,
But
cool.
I don't hide from my kids. I don't try to be something that I'm not. I'm the same Nina that I am in front of you.
That's cool.
I respect that.
Two.
What's the word?
Big chew.
What you think?
Shit, they don't give praise because shit. They don't even do fathers in the house get praise. Like, so a single father really ain't gonna get too much recognition because, like she said, you should have did it. You supposed to do
Right.
it, but you know what I'm saying? It's like, but it come with it. I raised my big daughters from 4 till she was grown. I got my sons. I raised them. I got 2 at home right now. While I'm here, they at home. One he cut grass. He's 9. He drive a 0 turn like it. So it's like, it's not hard, but they ain't gonna praise you because it's expected. Like they feel like you should, like she just said,
Yes,
y'all the
women do
provider,
put
but
dudes out for no reason.
Jesus your provider. Shit, I'm not them. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? You better call on him for everything.
Right.
He told you call on him for everything. You believe
said
in the
call
Bible.
on you.
You do that. Now you go from I'm your provider. What happened to Jesus? You just reading all these scriptures told me he gonna give me everything I need as long as I keep my faith. Then you look at me talking about I'm hungry.
Don't
No,
go in
it
there.
don't
huh?
work like that.
He said don't go in
He said, "Call on Jesus. Call on Jesus to get
So,
something
like,
to eat."
you know, by you being
Oh,
a
God.
majority of a single father raising your kids, though, you never got no praise from anybody or anything like that, other than family.
There you like no, I can't say that because like when I deal with somebody, they come through. They
They
I
show
feel
love.
like they give me a umph with sometime with like you know what I'm saying. They be like, damn, dude got his kids. He straight.
Yeah.
Y'all do not treat them just like a girl treat. Can I come over now? My boys up.
Yeah, that's real
Can I?
talk.
Nope.
Some chicks hate that shit, don't they?
Yeah, they be mad. They
I
like,
already
damn,
know.
no.
Right.
But now you do it. Like you, my kids up. Now, can I come up?
That's right.
Can I come over your house? My kids up.
Right.
Can I come
I got
over
my
yours?
kids
You
this
know I
weekend.
got my kids. So you think you finna come over my house? Nah,
Right.
my boys up in here.
I be quiet. They try to talk into it. Don't they?
Yeah,
I've been down that road, bro. I already know. We go in the bathroom. We go outside the
Exactly.
car.
You can't do all
Nah, man, just hold me
No,
tomorrow.
I gotta get up.
Don't she talk to 6 other niggas? I don't know why they get
Oh my goodness.
I felt that, though. All right, Chew. Appreciate that. What's up, you, Miss Panda?
Well, so I guess to answer the question, okay, why are single fathers? Hit me with the question one more
not
time.
praise.
Not praised like single mothers. I think one is because it's not as common or it's not as pushed out into the forefront as you see a single mom. You know, it's like, okay, single moms, but then it's like, what? Single dad? You know, like, oh, you do this? You know, but I think like it's not looked at or it's not just out there in the forefront like a single mom situation is. But I can say that I know a couple of single dads, and you have to just deal with that individual or like tell them they doing a good job here or there, or you know, let them know like, hey, keep doing what you're doing, you know, appreciate them if they in your life and you know one. I just feel like it's just not out there in the forefront like single moms are thought to be. But they do exist. Single fathers do exist. The ones who take care of their kids with no help from the mother at all, or the mother has absolutely abandoned her children. Okay, and I'd rather if you can't do it, don't do it. You know, if you're a woman, don't just because you a female and you had kids, keep your kids. You could be toxic to your children.
Oh, yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
so if you need to give them to the dad, then let the dad take care of them, even if it's just for a little while you get your mental back together.
That's the truth.
But
My baby mama told
the
me.
men, I mean, they do take care of their children,
that's what
and
you
there are
said
single
the last
fathers.
She said she couldn't handle it. She was like, yo.
Talk
And a lot of women can't.
Let him speak on that, please. Let him speak on that. Let him speak on what she just said, please.
My baby mama
I
told me,
promise.
she was like, your family cool. My mama smoke, my daddy in the streets, my grandma raising me and my brother, so I feel more comfortable. I used to hate it. Don't get it twisted. When you looking at other your partners, they kids got their daughters, because I got 2 daughters, but so when they daughters with their mama, they dressing her like, oh, damn, this bitch don't want to do nothing. Like, but then when she came to me with the reality of it, it's like, oh, that made like choo-choo. I just gave him because you had the better situation. Your mama there for you, your sister's there. So it was like, damn, you know what? I respect, like, damn, that's a different outlook on it. I respect you all the way then, because you kept it a buck. You said, I couldn't do this. So a lot of people can't. Some people hold kids, like a lot of people like, you got a kid in private, like, you let somebody else get them. Cause they do it in the white community and the other community. Like they do it all the time.
Right.
I can't take it. Go over there with them.
Black women
Go over there with them. But black people, they want to just hold them. They know they can't do it. They just want to hold them in the situation where they can't. Nah, you can't. You put him over there with this family. He'll be going to Chaminade, this and that, versus he going to St. Louis Public School District.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So. It's all on. So
And
they just want to say, I ain't give up my kids.
That's
Maybe you should have though. They would have been in a different position.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I made that decision.
She from St. Louis?
My youngest son.
Yeah, that's about right.
I made that decision with my youngest son. His dad had him for most of his childhood because I felt like that was the best move. I was traveling a lot. I was doing a lot of different things, and he has a stable family there. And how I know I did the right thing? So yesterday, he's at my house. His great aunt, so his father's aunt, calls him on the phone. I just called you to say hi and see how you doing. See, he's got those positive things, and my family is spread out all over the world. So he wouldn't get that bond, that family bond, unless, because his dad's family, they're very close. So,
that's good, but like, everybody they don't have that option either too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And man, some people have like traumas that won't allow them to release their children to other people. You see what I'm saying? So if you have that and you can let your children go just for, even if it's like for a couple of months, you know, but sometimes you need that, you know. However, you may not have somebody like Mr. Kraken who will be like, damn, all right, give me my keys. You know what I'm saying? I'll take my keys.
Right.
You might not have that option, you know.
And you get stuck.
And you stuck with your children, and then you don't trust them with anybody either, you know. So if you have to where you can let your children go so you can think, okay, because it's rough, you know what I'm saying, on both ends. You might get tired of it. I would respect the woman who say, look, I can't do it today. You know, and then you have that support, but not everybody has that support either. Not everybody has somebody that'll say, okay, give me my kids, I'll take them for a year, or I'll take them for a few months, and you get yourself together, you know. So that's a blessing if you do have that type of support.
I feel extremely blessed.
Yeah.
Very, very
That's a big blessing. That was a good question.
I feel like, I didn't answer you though. Everybody else went back around. No, it's all good though. I feel like with the single father thing, it's not as praised as it should be, because I think a lot of women dwell on a lot of negativity more. They dwell on like the baby daddy situation, the deadbeat situation. I think more women talk about more negative stuff versus positive stuff. And I think the mass consumers out there is more women when it comes to media, to memes, to social posts and everything like that. And I think if more women would take the time out and not try to, like, you know, basically bash the man or take credit for Father's Day. You know, when we was talking about Father's Day on the first episode, just, you know, trying to take credit, saying I'm
cutting you out, like, it's for instance, like, people will try to bash the man, but it's like, because I heard a lot of people, they be like, where he could just come get him, where he need to just get, like, he could get him, but if he don't have nowhere, like, because with the quote unquote, like, people saying like, oh, most men, they stay with their mama still, or they don't have no, so how you gonna get your child and you live with your girl? She might not want I know people like that. They done force their kids on their spouse.
Yeah, I
and they done put them out.
I agree.
And they you see what I'm saying? So it's like a lot of situations you can't just tell you can't just put a man with no kids,
right?
Because if he don't got nowhere, I'm just saying, you got a baby daddy, he don't got nothing. When you got with him, he didn't have nothing.
Yeah, I respect.
See, a lot of women, that's what they go to. A lot of women, they go with it. They get with a man on how he look or whatever he want to get him for, and then it's take care of your kids once they have a baby by him. Man, you know this nigga wasn't shit when you got with him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He ain't had shit when you got with him. He was sitting on the block, smoking blunts, cracking you. You know what I'm saying? But now, as soon as you have a baby, why he can't take care of his kids? He ain't got shit.
Well,
He's 30-something years old without shit.
That forced into having kids with these chicks, though. You should talk about
force.
How you force?
How you force the meat?
So if the dude say, hey, I don't want the baby and she keep it. That's force.
That's what's up.
Wait a minute.
That's force.
Hold
That-
on. Let me break it.
He's
Panda.
saying if
You're
you
a
go,
very smart girl.
So wait, you
That's
saying
called force. If I tell you, Panda, I don't want this baby.
Okay.
Well, I'm keeping it, nigga. Ain't that force?
so
If
you
she the one
that's
carrying
Is it
force
force?
in it.
I didn't ask you that. Is it if I say I don't want it and you keep it? Ain't that force?
What you want her
No,
to do?
'cause
Go
then
find a
she
flight
can
of
be
stairs?
That's so, if I hold you down, take your pussy.
You
Is that
won't-
force?
That's rape.
That,
Okay.
Okay, you raping a nigga
But check me
pocket.
out. Hold
That's
on.
right.
But if you
So what
if
you
you
talking
hold
about?
on, you buzzing, you cracking, and you ain't want a rubber. What did you want?
You want some?
I'm a real. I'm
You
a real.
either wanted
want
a
some
baby
buck.
or you
give
wanted
it a buck.
disease.
Nah, when you busting her, all
Yeah,
that,
you want some
you
pussy.
wanted some pussy, but
You
you,
want
know how
to
to pull
raw.
out.
Yeah, you
all
want
right,
to
but
feel
you
that.
should have pulled out, right?
And yeah, you supposed to pull out.
So,
I
but
get
then
all
once
that.
you bust in her, you wanted a baby.
No, you didn't want no baby.
Shit.
You don't want no baby.
What you wanted?
So what?
You
what
either
you
wanted
So
a
what she
disease
say?
or
I
what
want
did you
something,
want?
and she lied about it. Then what?
Huh?
What
you
if
say? I
she
didn't
say
hear
she owns something, but she lied about it? Are
She
we
on
in
some
force yet?
bullshit.
Oh, well,
Are we
she's a
on
damn
force
liar.
yet? Cause that's
Nah.
force.
Yeah, that's force.
That's against your will.
Yeah,
That is entrapment.
Yeah, that's
I-
trap.
It does happen.
Yeah,
I just
that's
said
a
Joe
trap.
should talk about it. That's all I'm saying.
hold on, it's
I
allowed.
agree.
That is definitely a trap.
God
But
damn right. It's a
if
trap when
she's
they lie and
the
say they
one
want.
carrying it, you could decide, okay, well, I guess you're going to be a single parent then since you decided.
And then
that
she filed
you
child
didn't
support
want
because
it
she
and
mad.
she wants to keep it, then that is both.
Ain't
There's
no
a
ain't
lot
no wrong
of dudes
just
walking
walking
around
away.
right now that not want that baby with that girl. Ain't nobody talk about it.
I had a
just said
girl
talk
come to
about it.
me. I had a girl come to me and say,
Okay.
"I got one daughter by you."
Yeah, that sounds
I
good.
got
How
one
about she
daughter.
just don't have
Let's
sex?
go,
Keep her
man.
legs closed.
Hey, hold on. Let's touch on it then. You know, what'd you say, G? Ask the question.
About the dudes walking around that's forced to
Yeah.
be fathers? Yes.
Let's touch on it.
Excuse me.
It seems like
That's
it's very
really good,
passionate
man.
right
Real
now.
talk.
everybody ain't
Let me put on the bougie hat.
Now it's
Right.
levels to this kid shit,
But
but
nah,
you
to
want
get off this CNN shit.
you
that's
want to
what
start
I'm
on
just-
you
that's
want to
all I
start
ask y'all to do.
the region
Just
of it
get
all.
on- and get on the
It
board.
Shout
start
out to my brother.
it starts with a female first though, because she has to carry the baby to term.
Marcus Jerkin.
So that means the baby could die, come out looking crazy. You can die.
David.
It
all
might come
type
out
of
looking
shit.
like you.
And then on top, he said looking like her. That's even worse.
Yeah.
And then on top of it, it's about 50 birth control
brother
things they can
Timothy
do,
Walker.
or
Shout out to y'all.
which
Love
most
you
women
all.
don't do. Say I
To
need you to
my
marry me before I give you some of this
cousin.
pussy.
How many niggas
Women ain't doing
asking?
that.
How many people asking on you on birth control though before they get some pussy?
None. That's what I'm saying.
I'm just
So
keeping it a
problem,
book.
man.
Who
You
asking
should.
that?
So if I
Who
get with
asking that?
you
Keep
and
it
we
real.
fuck around,
I
so like
asked that question.
You should have that conversation.
you should have that conversation.
You should have that conversation.
Now we
Before
just
you
talked
have
last week
sex.
about certain questions that rub women the wrong way and men the wrong way. Women won't deal with that question. That's too
Why?
personal.
There's something
The woman
wrong
you
with the
deal
woman.
with.
If you
Something
cannot
wrong with all of them.
let me tell you
Hold
something.
on,
Shoot,
it's too
you
many
from
people
India.
talking.
If
But
I'm
the
about
rest
to
of
have
them,
sex
the black
with
ones, something wrong
somebody,
with them.
I need to know.
Hey,
You know what I
guys, too
mean?
many conversations going. Let's do one at a time.
Before you have sex with somebody,
Mm-hmm.
you should know whether or not they are on birth control,
Mm-hmm.
if they're allergic to latex, if they need
Ain't nobody
specific
doing
type
no-
of
Perfect world.
condom. Who ain't?
Perfect world.
Primary
Who
doctor
ain't?
checks.
Who ain't?
Panda.
Who ain't?
Panda.
The crack.
Panda.
Because I'm told
I got a quick question. How many girls you met named Panda? Exactly. So everybody ain't doing it, so miss me with all
That's
that.
why you're supposed to be taught safe sex, man.
Okay, let's try this again.
but you're so
How many people don't do that?
you mean to tell me
Exactly.
you're
Y'all
not
numbers is skewed.
you're
Stop
not
it.
looking at the meat. You're not looking at what you finna get
Y'all quit living
into.
in CNN and living in the void.
Where they do that at?
Nah, they
Everywhere. That's the reason statistic
You
numbers
just
for
having
everything.
sex. You just meet
There's
somebody.
numbers for everything. It's a reason.
That's why
You know
they
how
need
many
to
people-
bring sex ed back to school.
You heard me?
What does sex ed gonna do if your mama
Yo,
ain't
check
ain't
me
shit?
out.
That don't make sense.
I tell people all the time, you know how many women that had sex with people that ain't no number they nickname?
Exactly.
They
Right.
whore.
They ain't no shit but
How many
nickname.
people that had
They
one
were
night
whore.
stands? So that's like you can't
They ain't
really
no
say
more.
that.
Whore.
So you
So a
ain't-
whore is
so
a
you
one night
knew
stand
So
chick.
every nigga you crack, you knew they.
Hold on, I wanna get her.
And I'm gonna find. Let me
Now,
tell you
Panda.
something.
Repeat that again.
You like
If a chick have a one night stand,
Hey, hold on. We can't hear everybody, man. Everybody
no,
talking.
hold on. Let her answer
What
you.
light skin
You
got
light
to
skin,
do with
Yeah,
it?
you already know what's the. I
Hey,
already
hold
know
on.
what's
It's too many
the.
people talking, man. We can't
What?
pick up on the
You
mic.
light skin.
So true. I mean, Panda.
Oh, my God.
So if a woman have a one night stand, what is she?
She's a whore.
Y'all heard that? It ain't just Greg said. That nigga right there.
If you have a one
you
night
ain't never-
stand,
so-
if you don't know this person, if you have a one night stand,
Now,
you
see,
in
hold on, time out.
you
She
in your
put the- if
house
you don't
phase.
know
Might not be
this
real
You
nice.
out here having
She put
fun.
She put the claws in her.
She went to
She
school
put the
with,
claws.
She thought she knew she cracked.
It's the claws.
Somebody
If
she
you-
worked with that she thought she knew she cracked. That don't mean like.
What you
Yeah.
mean? Thought she
Right.
see?
Why
Y'all generalize the whole world.
Why we
you
letting
know?
people inside though and don't even know their name? That's like
What?
a whole nother
You
level.
could ain't
Like
cut
I
that
said,
fine.
that
Stop
is
playing
some
to ask this question the first day.
That's
That is
fine.
some
You want to know
bullshit.
So you ain't never seen a man or a
Think so,
woman
huh?
and you said, God
That is
damn,
some
that
bullshit.
motherfucker look good.
And guess
Fuck,
what?
I crack
He
your
got
body.
AIDS and fire coming out the tip of
You
his
ain't
penis. Hell no.
Oh.
Damn. All right, let's get back on subject.
Hell no.
It's just going too wild now, man.
Next topic, y'all. Sorry, we're gonna have to cut it
Everybody
off.
going wild with this.
We're gonna have to go to the next topic. That was like 20 minutes on one topic, y'all. Okay. Next topic is what's the difference between a man of the house and a man in the house?
A man in the house, a man of the house, and in the house.
I got this one though.
Go ahead.
So I think the man of the house should be somebody that, like, they take care of everything. The bills, they provide, they they discipline a child. You know what I mean? They clearly a father of everything. I think a man in the house is somebody who just basically like furniture. You know what I mean? He ain't bringing no value to the motherfucking house.
Well,
Bro.
time out, Joe. Pause.
Yeah.
Are you talking about the husband or a stepdaddy?
I'm talking about you.
Or
Talking
just
about?
a boyfriend? Which one?
I'm
It's
talking
both.
about the man. So the man, when you clearly know when you walk in that house, that's that man's house. You just know it. You know his family taken care of.
It's different. It's different level of energy, though. Are you talking about a boyfriend?
I don't think it matters.
Or a married
It
or a
don't fucking
stepdaddy?
matter.
Living with the person.
Yeah, it's whoever you stand with, whoever you. Yeah.
If I come living with you and you already had these bills, you already got them.
I mean, it's different though, man.
You got a point.
It's different.
I'm
though.
just saying, when I came here, you had $1,100.
But y'all should already talk about what it's gonna be though. Y'all should
Why
talk
am I
about
paying
what
it? My grandma told me, choo. If you go live with somebody and your name ain't on that shit, don't pay shit. Cause you gonna be upset if she tell you to get out.
Hey,
But
that
that
mean-
can't dictate. She might like Tom, Dick, or Harry tomorrow.
Right.
So if I'm saying I just gave her $1,100 on her rent, she say, I
This
just
ain't
don't
working.
feel this no
Right,
more.
this ain't working.
You gonna be pissed the
You
fuck
like,
off.
God damn it! I've been
I'm
down
saying-
that road. They do the shit
But I'm
like
saying,
they do shit
what
like
I'm saying is, when you supposed to have already had that conversation before you go in there.
You can have a conversation.
Man,
tomorrow.
you have a
No, listen though.
Boy, you the
Listen
most
what I'm saying
thoughtful ass
first.
nigga I ever met.
Listen what I'm saying though. You supposed to have that conversation.
You have
before
more
going in.
conversations than a little bit.
I mean, you supposed to have the conversation.
Man,
You don't just move in a situation like that bitch could put your ass the fuck out the next day.
I'm not worried about
That's
that.
what
I
they
got
do.
me. I got me.
Yeah, but if you going to live with her, you should be worrying about the.
I ain't worried. I already got me.
So basically, what I'm hearing
Right.
at this table is that we just doing shit without asking questions
Man.
first.
You
Fuck,
can
I'm
ask all the
asking- I ain't
questions
asking
in
a
the world.
bitch ass thing.
I'm sorry, Joe. Keep going. I'm in.
I tell everybody,
I
I'm
got
not
you in a second. I got you.
My name Choo, not survey.
All right, Tori.
I'm not a multiple
Tori.
choice test. None
Tori.
of that shit. Don't ask me
I know
shit.
this your first relationship in your triangle thing, but it's some women out here. You could talk from what is it, 11 something, 11:52 to 11:50 tomorrow, and they could change on you Saturday morning.
There you go.
Trust me.
The fuck?
Trust me.
I'm
They
sitting
can
here
sit
having
there and
a
cry in
dumbass-
your face. They can put their checkbook
There
on
you
the
go.
table,
Guess
their
what?
credit card on the table. They call their
then
mama.
you- then
I
your
swear to
feelings
God,
be more hurt.
they can have a wedding ring for
Then
you
your
on the
feelings
time,
be
and they
more
can
hurt.
switch on you.
What you think, guys? Chime in.
I'm sure it has happened. I'm just saying, but you saying we having these discussions like it never happened.
It was a cancer.
You can talk. I get that. That's cancer you made. You probably pissed them
That's
off.
why everything
At
y'all
the end
say,
of the
I
day.
had this conversation like this shit the Cosby Show or something. Like,
It ain't about being a
man,
Cosby Show, but you gotta have a conversation before you
You
do
do.
anything, bro. You just can't tell me everything you do. You just like, okay, I'm just gonna go live with this
Oh, no.
fucking bitch. Fuck out of here, bro. You gotta
When
have
you
some
young,
conversation.
when you
Man,
young,
I
you
was
do.
blacking. You let me in I figure shit out like shit. Damn, you can come in the door unlocked. The door unlocked. Shit, I'm
I'm talking about you got a
Guess
fucking
what?
key. You move your fucking shit in there. You tell him you ain't having no conversation.
I'm a nigga that you move shit in slowly. You just leave shit.
I mean,
Damn,
you leave the
left my-
shit and move it
I
in
leave
two different
it- I
things.
Somebody
leave
So you
slow.
bring a Snoop
Somebody
bag?
slow.
Bring a Snoop
They
bag?
slow. The
Yeah.
girl or somebody
Remember
slow.
them days.
Man,
I'm
leave
heard.
the shit and
How
move
you
it
just
in
gonna
two
sit here and
different
move-
things.
But Joe,
But
Joe,
listen what you just said.
hold on,
You
True.
can have this whole
I got him,
conversation.
Joe. I got him. Joe, you gotta say it's two sides of the spectrum, bro.
Yeah.
The side you on,
Right.
that may work for you. What he's saying work for him. That's all.
Right.
Yeah, I agree.
And 9 times out of 10, when you cracking the chick real good, nigga,
We gonna give you good.
she want to know how come you ain't brought none over yet. She gonna want to know how come you ain't spending more nights.
On my mama.
She gonna work. She gonna be so upset at you to a
Man,
point.
hell no.
It's like if your life ain't set up to where you got your own shit, you gonna fuck around, move in with her.
On my mama.
And then once she make you a trophy and put you on the shelf, that's when she gonna hit you at like, I
But
don't
I'm
know
saying,
this
so you
working
trying to tell
shit.
me you have no conversation?
It's a
No,
I'm saying no, you don't.
Yes or no?
No, you
have
the conversation you have ain't
Yes
like what you have. That's what I'm
or
saying.
no.
It's not
I'm
what
saying
you talking
no.
about.
Yes.
Yo,
I'm saying no. The
Yeah.
conversation is different.
I'm saying
I'm just saying the conversation you having. Yo, babe, should we?
no, that ain't what I'm saying. No, I'm saying we y'all decide to live together. When I'm saying we y'all decide to live together.
Don't nobody decide that. You just look up and y'all living
Fuck,
together.
I mean, you just moving in with bitch.
You just gonna leave your toothbrush
Man,
and then the
yeah,
next night.
you got me on here finna kill myself. I'm finna crash out this.
sir.
I got
No,
four.
sir.
I got 4 kids, 13 years old.
Right.
I lived in every last one of them.
You done had no conversation.
Start over. You got what now?
4 kids, 13 years old.
You got 4 kids, all them 13?
They just like months apart. They 12, 13, 12.
Damn.
I got you.
Yeah.
Somebody was a whore.
Hold on. The disrespect is real. She disrespectful.
I said it.
And I
Disrespect.
lived in every last one
And I
of them.
said
I'm sure you did. Hood nigga shit. I already know what's
that's
up.
what I'm saying.
See,
So
Joe
I
went to
have a
CBC
discussion.
and lived in
have a
Kirkwood.
discussion.
This nigga on Arlington and Plover, so I already know what's up.
Okay, but
That's
look
why I
at the
said you
outcome of
probably
that,
sat
though.
down. Did you lose your baby mama?
Yeah, we said that we had convo.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
But
Thank
look at
you.
the outcome
That don't
of
work
it.
all the
Look
time,
at
did it?
the
Did it work?
outcome
Did it
of
work
it.
talking to
I mean,
her?
yeah, to a certain extent.
It didn't work.
To a certain extent, it worked. To a certain
Because you
extent,
ain't
it
with
worked.
him no more.
Hey, we can't hear everybody. They said in the chat, they can't hear everybody.
I know she did.
Hey, listen, we can't hear everybody. Everybody talking at once, man. We gotta keep. We gotta make
Go
sure.
ahead,
people on
Pan. I
time.
got her from a woman's perspective about this one. Man of the
Nah,
house.
not
Hey, bro,
her.
try to keep the
That-
comments
in the
down,
house.
though,
She
man.
ain't been
We can't
through
hear
what you
everybody.
tell Nina.
Me.
What you tell Nina? She ain't been through nothing. Cause let her tell it.
What you
She ain't been
mean?
Hey,
cracked or
listen,
nothing.
though. Hey, listen.
I done
Hey,
lived
listen.
life.
She ain't
Try
been
to keep
cracked
the
or
comments
nothing.
down to low so we can hear everybody. Because everybody talking all at once.
All right, go ahead.
I done live life, but all I'm saying is you're saying to piggyback what you're saying. You basically snuck moved in. You left a toothbrush, and then the next night
I don't
some
sneak
drawers.
shit. She know when you crack it.
I
she
need to
know
have a
what's up.
conversation with you because you're talking about bills. You're not gonna pay the bills.
Right, man, bitch
We
ass
need to
thing.
talk about it, okay? Because last time I checked, Ding-a-ling Meat don't pay no bill. Okay, it don't pay Amarin, Uncle Leclerc.
But you got a ding-a-ling
Spectrum,
bill. So
it don't
you
pay
gonna
none of
put
that.
you gonna put this dick on that bill.
Absolutely not.
This dick go
Absolutely
this
not.
dick go on that rent. This dick go on the lights. This dick go on the gas.
What is it paying?
Yes,
What
it
is
does.
it paying?
It really does. It really does.
Just like
What?
coochie. Don't
You
coochie
eat
pay
the
bills.
food. You over here eating the food.
I'm just saying.
Don't
You
coochie
talking
pay
about
bills.
lights and shit.
Don't coochie pay
Where?
bills.
Plugging
Coochie
up
pay
the
bills.
PS5.
It depends on how you
Coochie
use
pay
it.
bills.
But
Coochie
you
pay
mean to
bills
tell
all
me?
across America since the
No,
mountain
sir.
died. You
No,
read
sir.
about it.
Pay your bills.
No, sir.
They pay your bills.
What pay for
No.
bills? They don't pay up.
Gucci pay your bills.
Apparently,
So
because
I have an answer too.
Let's hear Nina answer.
Come on, let her talk though.
because I can't. I
Let's
You
cannot.
already know, bro. Don't talk with
can
my
we-
mouth
let's,
full.
let's refocus back
Let's
to
sit
the
up here
initial
on this
question.
Turn that fan on.
That
Good
got hot and
Lord.
hurt, Cap. It's my time.
What was the question, Mr. Jordan?
Damn.
What's the difference between a man of the house and a man
Yeah,
in
so
the house?
They ain't
Yeah,
asked me
Okay,
on
man,
the
so
house like
a
that.
man in the house, just to keep it
I can't
flat
wait till my
out.
turn.
A man in the house is just that, a man in the house, okay? He's just there, okay? He's just in the house. He's with you. Okay, now a man of the house could be looked at maybe in marital terms, like maybe he is that man in that home. He's a provider,
Pipe
you know what I'm
down.
saying, of that house. You're just a man in the house is
Corey
something
Jones.
different
That's
than
true, Kelly.
a man of the house. Just like it's the term a lady of the house. You know what I'm saying? Or it's a lady in the house. It's different. It's different. However, you could be the man in the house. You're there. You do the things around the house or whatever. You're a man in the house. A man of the house may be the one who's paying the bills, bringing the food in, things like that. That's just my
I
style.
mean, because y'all said
All right,
a
so-
man in the house is just a nigga sitting, a squatter, and the man of the house.
You're like
take
you're
care
in
of
the
everything
house.
else
You're
around.
like the fix it man.
So
that
the man
comes
of the
through.
house take care of everything around the house. The man in the house just nigga sitting there.
You're probably like the maintenance man, or you know how they say
The
hi.
dick, basically.
You're
That
the
was it. He
maintenance
just bring
man.
pipe.
You know what I'm saying? But
He furniture.
So
What
what?
fucking furniture?
He
now?
said
He's
what?
He
Fixture.
furniture.
So what is your
The man
gal?
in the
So
house
what
is
is your
furniture.
gal when you you
She
doing
can be
everything
furniture
and she
too.
ain't
A
doing
woman can be
shit?
furniture too.
All
Don't
right.
matter if you a man
All right,
or
there
a
you
woman.
go.
You can be
some
furniture
men
too.
like
You
furnitures and
contribute.
trophies.
You furniture.
They don't do anything. They just sit there.
Me?
I want Nina to answer.
I ain't answering. Let her answer first.
Hold on, let Nina go.
Cause this bullshit right here. No idea. I ain't answer this man in the house.
No,
shit.
let Nina go. This
I
church
said
lady.
Nina
I gotta
go.
hear this one.
Man,
Ain't it biblical?
Church lady. Stop calling me church lady.
Didn't I just say cut that shit?
Yeah. You can call me Jesus lady if you want, but church lady, nah. So,
Jesus lady got you.
so I've had both, and I've traveled across the country to move in with people.
I'm finna come cut
So,
on me.
In a
I'm
so
finna come cut.
that you have to have a conversation.
Man, come cut
How
the
is that
grass.
happening?
I'm fin to, bro.
You know, and
About the man of the house? Or
if-
you talking about the...
Yeah.
She talking about like a man coming to stay with her.
Listen to what I'm saying. So, you know, I've been in relationships where I've had both.
Right.
And so for me, a man of the house is a provider. Now, before you say anything, because you can say something.
Too ready.
Let me-
Too ready. Too ready.
Let me clarify. I'm not talking about the world, society thinks that when you say provider, that means put up that money. You paying bills.
No, that ain't.
That's not the whole totality of being a provider. A provider is a man where a woman feels safe, not just physically. She's safe in
security.
her emotions. She's able to express herself. She feels comfortable that you got it.
This is simplest terms. Of the house, an asset. In the house, a liability. Case closed.
Period.
That is true though.
That's basically what I'm saying. So that man has to be a provider and create an environment where the woman feels safe to be what y'all call feminine. I hate that whole feminine energy and masculine energy, but that's what it is. That's what it is.
It's needed. Yeah, you
That's
gotta
what
have
it
it.
is. So a lot of women are tough and strong, and got that whole thing going because they've had to be that way because they could not find or did not find or didn't see or whatever you want to call it.
They did it.
The man that was the provider that they felt safe. A man in the house. I've had a man in the house, and basically, if I can't turn to you to do anything, fix anything, we hear a noise at night. We in the bed. We hear a noise at night, and you tapping me and telling me to go check it.
He probably did it because the house in your name.
It ain't. No, he was renting the house.
Okay.
But the thing about it is, if you aren't doing the simplest things for me to make my life, just like for a man, I think if a woman ain't doing the simplest things to make your life easy, then what's the use?
Furniture.
I found myself saying, what do I need you for? We live together, but what do I need you for? You're not, like your person said, Tori, an asset to me. I gotta come home, the house up, you sitting at home. Never mind the reason the person was disabled, all of that. But you sitting at home and the house messy.
Kelly.
You ain't cleaned up nothing. I done worked 12 hours. I'm about to fall asleep on myself. And you haven't done anything. There's no dinner. I gotta fend for myself to find dinner after a 12-hour day.
Yeah.
Then at night you got the audacity to want to be rubbing on my leg for something. Dude, if you don't get far from here. And when I realized it, and I kept saying, what are you here for? Not talking to him. I was in the car. I pulled up to the house and I said, what are you here for? Until one day I needed help with something really little. And I called him.
Top shelf? Did something off the top shelf?
No, but it was actually putting on a necklace. So I couldn't put the necklace on. And I'm serious. Every time I look at the necklace, I called him and he didn't come right. He wasn't doing anything. I think he was on the phone or something. But I called him and it slipped. I got so frustrated that under my breath I said, "You're just useless."
He couldn't help you put the necklace on?
He was doing something, but he was taking so long to come in the room right next to me.
Right.
If you call me, I'm coming. I'm running. I'm stopping what I'm doing. If you're the person I'm with, I'm stopping what I'm doing.
Captain Save-A-Hoe, man.
Tending to what you need. That may be, but hey, that's how I am. And I expect that reciprocity in return. And he just doing whatever he doing, not coming to see about me. I fell down the stairs and it took him 5 minutes to come down there and go,
y'all didn't like each other.
You all right?
Y'all
didn't like each other.
Hey, you good?
And he was sitting at the top of the stairs. He was sitting in a chair right at the top of the stairs. But it took him a minute to come down there and see about me. That's a man in the house.
I take a lot of this.
Because I don't need you there.
You gotta tell
At
me
that
dude.
point, I don't need you.
Disclaimer.
What are you? Y'all have this thing. Y'all men have this thing about asking women about what they bring to the table.
Yeah.
That was twisted in that.
I don't think that conversation. Hold on, real quick. I don't think that conversation has had a lot. What women bring to the table. A lot of women feel like all they bring is pussy. That's enough.
We can get to that after this topic.
Yeah, we're gonna get to that though. I want you to answer the question because Chu say he didn't answer the question yet though.
Oh, you still got time?
For me, that's.
No, I'm talking for the question. I know she timing the question.
Chu, you say you can get the answer. Yeah, I want to hear your answer to it, bro.
What y'all said, bro?
The man of the house. I already know your answer. But I want to hear the man of the house. Is the difference between being a man of the house or a man just in the house though?
I guess for a woman, they gonna be saying, I'm gonna be in the house regardless.
Yeah.
But man of the house, I guess they want you to, man of the house, they want you to, like, she do all this extra stuff, but If she say, "Can I go out with?" She say, "I want to go out with Michelle tonight," and you be like, "Nah, babe. Hold on."
Right.
See, it's a problem then. If I say,
This
shit,
one
like,
ain't that submissive.
You know what
That's why you don't
I'm saying?
supposed to
Yeah,
do
so it's
like
like-
you say. Your grandma don't pay no bills there.
Yeah,
Right.
like,
Y'all
I'm not
anyway,
doing
so-
all that. Like, I'm just saying, but then it depends on how the situation is. Like, what grandma said, like, if she got her house, just say if she renting it, we can go talk to the people where you renting from and go get, and do her, let's put his name on the lease.
Right.
If you got a mortgage, you can go talk to the broker. Let's go put his name on the lease. I'm not coming into your house because I'm hurt paying all your goddamn bills and
That's crazy.
my name ain't on shit.
That's
I'm just
fucking
saying,
nuts.
like, I don't care what kind of conversation we had.
Right.
We didn't have the conversation on, because you should be. I don't think I'm gonna deal with somebody if I get that ain't got that much common sense.
Nah, I would
feel
never
like
go
you
nobody
think you
see like
slick.
that, yeah.
I think you slick when
Yeah.
you think you got me coming in here
Right.
paying all your bills, doing all this extra
Trying
shit.
to finesse your ass.
Yeah, finesse everything in your name and all this shit. I'm just
Yeah.
saying, light
Nah,
bill in your name.
nah, fuck
All
that.
this shit. I'm not finna pay all this shit.
No, I ain't got to be on the lease.
Yeah,
My
so
name gotta be
that's
on
what
the
I'm
lease.
saying. So that's what it's a different like shit. Cause you always gonna be a man in the house if your name ain't on shit.
Right.
Yeah, that's
Facts.
true.
Right.
So make it make sense. So it's a hard situation because a lot of people just go in there paying bills.
Right.
They
That's
leave
the
that.
dumbest
I'm
shit
over.
ever. That
Man,
is so
I know
dumb.
somebody shit. They pay everything. The car note, the house note. They ain't got married paying all that shit. I'm like, damn, bro,
Right.
you got married paying a $900.
I mean, that's some real.
Your name
That's some
ain't
real
even on
shit
that
though. That's some real
You
shit.
went to her house.
Speaking on my baby boy's father,
It's too much.
When I say he took care of, if we could get the relationship part right, it would have been the perfect.
That was the cracking part.
He is.
You want
he
her
still
for that.
is a
She say he
definite
come
man of
bust
the
none
house. You feel comfortable in his energy. He's a leader. He knows how to make decisions.
But he just
he
come
didn't want
bust
me
it
to pay
open.
any bills, but I told him no. I'm paying some bills up in here because I'm bringing a child, my older son, into this relationship. But when I tell you I respect him as a man because I see how he raised my two sons. First of all, a boy that wasn't his, raised him like his own.
Okay,
my
applause, buddy.
32-year-old son still calls him daddy. You know what I'm saying? He took care of everything in the house. So in turn, I had the time, energy, and effort to be able to put in to be the woman of the house. So I did. People could talk about, like, his family used to laugh at
What's
me.
the woman of the house?
You fixing his plate? They laughing. You fixing his plate?
What's the
You
woman of the
coming in
house?
here fixing his plate?
Well,
I would
hurry
wait
up and
on
have
him
it done.
pretty much
You hear
hand and foot.
Because if I do the same thing, I'm not the woman of the house. I could be the man of the house doing the same thing. Because just because
But
I
you
know
can
how
do
to
that
take,
for
I'm just
each
saying
other.
I could take the kid. She might feel like I like going to work. I know how to do everything. I can I cook the food. I wash the kids. I wash clothes. I like picking them up. Me and the teachers,
Good.
we got a better relationship. So what? So I ain't shit because I do that.
No,
part.
because.
So I'm
that's
just
not
saying, can I
that
still
you're
be the
not.
man of the house doing
Absolutely.
that?
I say yes,
Absolutely.
man of the panda answer, so I can get the mind.
Yeah, there you go.
Absolutely, you can still be the man.
Panda already answered already. It's on
What
you.
you
I did
said?
answer
What you
already.
It's
said?
on you.
You can
You
still
already
be the
answered.
man of
Okay,
this
my
man.
bad. Okay, so
I feel too.
me then, so off of what he's saying, like whatever those roles are, as long as you are, take initiative of something. So man of the house, woman of the house, whichever the case may be. I don't care about gender norms. Whatever
I'm
the case
just
may be.
talking
that could
for
be
the
either
show. Quit
paying
going
bills, that
all
could be
off
going
these
to the basement
subjects.
to turn the breakers back on.
Mhm.
That
Yes,
could
that
be-
part.
Yeah, because
Killing the spider.
Taking all the
yes.
cars to
Yeah,
be
because every
washed.
time
That's big
something
sexy.
happen, I'm not, babe.
That's
you,
big sexy.
It's a
Yeah.
wasp in there. Because as soon as a wasp
Kill it.
come in the house, I'm gone. I'm not blinking. I'm not passing go. I'm not
Kill
collecting
it.
$200. I'm automatically like, hey, so wasp in here? Cool. Because I'm
Mm-hmm.
not killing no wasp. As long as you're, doing something and taking part of something. You don't always have to be paying bills. If you, making sure everything good as far as like the house and everything, you fixing and you help put stuff up and everything, that type of thing, or you doing laundry, you do it, whatever the case may be.
You
like,
helping,
you're-
contributing.
Yeah, but if somebody in the house, because that was the question, man in the house versus man in the house. Man in the house, you not doing nothing like at all. Like,
You just dropping
Right.
dick off. That's
And
it.
Everybody's
Yeah.
answer was
Yeah.
being a
Then
provider.
what?
But that's how he got there because it was good.
Not fixing nothing.
Ain't no lady letting no
It's
dude
a
bad dick
wasp
move
in
in.
there and you not
That ain't
killing it. The breaker go off
True.
and it's not, you're not going in the basement. Just all of those things. Like,
But him, her, they said had to be a provider. So are you providing when you killing wasps and turning breakers off? And
like I said, I don't believe in the norms and stuff. So
me either. I don't believe
That's
it. But I'm just
That's a
saying.
form of provision, though.
Okay, well, if
That
you
is a
consider that
form.
provision, then
Yes.
then that's a different
Yes.
way. That's without, it don't have to be strictly just paying bills and
But
stuff.
you do
still
have
make sure
to
everything covered on the back end.
and you have to communicate with the individual because you may not need to be the financial provider in that situation. Okay, some women like nowadays,
Like her.
they can
Like her.
provide,
She don't need baby
they
for
can
nothing.
provide for
No, he was
themselves
making-
financially.
He was making almost $1 million a
But
year.
they can provide for themselves. You may
So,
not need him for
his dad.
financial reasons. You know what I'm saying? You may need that man for other things like emotional
I'm not gonna
support
mention
or
our problems
whatever.
'cause it's
So
his family
you may
and
just
stuff.
need that. You know, it just depends on what y'all need.
Yep.
You have to communicate.
And
with
that's
that
the
person.
thing. We had a
tune out.
conversation about how things were gonna go.
You have to.
You know.
You have to have a conversation.
I was gonna bring up another question for the next one, but since she had brought it up mid of that question, I'm gonna go back to the question. So this next question is still Joe topics. This question is, what would you do?
It's all the ones.
What would you do if you found out your child wasn't yours? Now, hands up. It's 12:10. We still got other topics after this, so let's not take 15 minutes on each topic.
We're gonna let the
get to
fellas chime in because that is a hot topic going
So
on
I
right
go
now.
first. If you like, I got it. Like me, Bill, and I got a lot of people I done dealt with like this. I know somebody. I got a partner that that been dealing with a daughter for 10 years. He said once he found out that I'm talking about, he was going through it. They was fighting every day over how she was raising his daughter. He get a blood test. It ain't his daughter. He just like fuck the little girl. I'm like, bruh, you can't do that. She only know you
why
as
not?
daddy. She only know you. She only know
But he's
you.
not obligated.
She only
And I- it
know.
was
But
crazy
kids
because
don't
I
got
saw it
nothing.
post
But kids don't have nothing to do with it. Like this baby know him as her daddy. Like a daddy ain't just the nigga who bust you out. Daddy is the nigga that's there.
But he
about
can
all that
opt-
extra shit.
But
like
he can still choose.
he can
not
choose.
to
You
be
can
there.
choose
You know what I'm
anything.
saying?
If it's your real child, you
If
can
he's a
choose not to
good
be
guy.
there.
Yeah, if he's
I'm
a
just
good
saying,
guy.
if you bust a nut, you like he just said, you can choose not to be there. It ain't nowhere in the Bible it say if I don't do shit for a child, I'm going to hell.
That is true.
She read it, I read it. So saying that to say,
That's some very true shit.
but that's an opinion. I'm just saying.
There's
so,
nowhere in the Bible about that.
But I got somebody who I seen my partner's son come in the house. My partner, dark as this church. Know what I'm saying? Little scrunt. The little dude was 9 months running the house, walking looking like Orlando Pace. Man, bro, we gotta go get him checked out. I'm like, bro, hold up.
No pace.
blood test.
Yeah. And he went and got him checked out. He like, that ain't mine. She shot him right back.
He do it like a Orlando
Man,
Pace.
that ain't mine. But me
like
personally,
Orlando Pace.
I don't understand it. Like,
Okay,
nah.
so would you, because this is a hot topic.
Yeah,
going on
I
right
would.
now.
I would do that. I'm gonna hold me
would
down.
You, when you have a child,
It depends. It's how
since
long
you
it's
are
been.
not
It's
married,
like how long it's been.
do you think that you should have DNA testing up front? That would alleviate all of that.
That's a touchy situation.
That's
right
on
now.
somebody. That's on you. I can't tell. Like that's like
If she
telling a woman what she
buzz
want to
down,
do.
then yeah, she a buzz
Yeah.
down. You should.
If you're not
but-
married to her,
No,
why
I'm just
wouldn't
saying,
you?
Even if you married to her, she have one. Come on, now make it make
I'm
sense.
saying you should have a DNA.
You
instead
can't
of
wait. You
waiting.
can't just say
9
put
to
marriage
10
in her.
years
Then just
later.
say DNA test. Don't
I mean, it's a
copy
DNA
with marriage
test,
because you know how many
period.
people in the
But I'm
marriage
just
that had
saying.
the wrong
Oh,
child.
Yes, I do know.
But this is why I say true. I look
I
at it
know
like
that.
this: if you find out that the daughter one yours and she's 16,
Yeah, like,
it's
what
a
you
different
gonna-
vibe than you find out
find
when
out
she's 6
6
years
years
old.
old. Or
6
5
years old, I
months or
probably would
something.
dip at 6 or 5
Yeah,
months
5
old.
months old.
But she's 16.
This
It's
my
like,
baby.
it's too late now.
Because
You
I
don't
feel
just
it.
hang up.
It
Be
ain't.
mad as hell.
If I meet her new daddy,
Now,
I'ma tell.
only
If I
thing
meet
that
her
would
real
hurt-
daddy, that's my baby, baby.
It'll hurt if y'all
me.
married and you find out the lady you live in the house with that cheated on you 16 years ago, that this wasn't your daughter. Now that changed the game too, so it's levels to the shit. But at the same time, if you're a real dude, if she's 16 and you've been 16 years, you're gonna go ahead and hang around. Y'all gonna have that talk though. Hey, your mom ain't shit, but I'm gonna stick around with you. Though.
I ain't even going.
I'm gonna start another
I
one.
don't know, man. We can go ahead because I don't like. For me, like I
I
say,
mean,
for me,
it's-
I ain't gonna really. Cause it's us. Like
It depends
it's
on
us.
who you
Cause
are.
But it's levels.
Yeah,
that's
it's
what I'm saying.
us.
If you're not
Yeah,
married
it's
and you
us.
find out, but if you in the same house with her, this 2013. Say you married a chick in 2010 and find out you got a 13-year-old that ain't yours, and you've been married her since 2010. That changes everything. This shit right here. The whole house is upside down now.
Yeah.
Cause she did the most woman thing. Lying, say she ain't did shit.
But
I
check me
swear I ain't
out.
did none of
But
that
you've been
bullshit.
doing this for how long?
That's what
bro?
I'm saying. For 13 years.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. You
been
met
doing
her
this
in
for 13
2009.
years.
You married her in 2010. You find out this year that this ain't your daughter at 13 years.
So what
That-
do you?
that'll
I'm saying,
change.
so what you disrupt the whole household? For
Oh
that?
yeah, the whole household disrupt because if she came home, no,
So I'm just
no,
saying, when the DNA come, you and her know. The kids don't know.
Oh, I'm telling the daughter because she needs
I'm
to
just
know.
saying, just say for a simple.
Didn't I just say that earlier? Women don't tell their
But
kids.
just say
shit?
like I got a daughter. Just say like I'm just saying just like it ain't bouncing off the subject. But I got a daughter that was raised by another. The one I told you she was raised by another girl.
Yeah.
But my kids that was born after her, they didn't know they had different mamas. All they knew is that's their mama.
Yeah.
That's their mama. That's
Yeah.
their mama. So me personally, in my mind, that's how we gonna rock out.
But see, that's what I'm saying. Is levels to the shit because we in the same house. I think we in love, and come to find, I got a 13-year-old daughter is not mine. That changed everything. But if I'm on the other side of town and find out that it's really like that's your household. But you need to tell you need to tell your daughter the truth that her mama ain't shit, and she just she a buzz down now. Cause she ain't gonna tell she ain't gonna shit. She gonna say he's still your daddy and cry and all that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You know how they do that shit. So now I wouldn't feel no type of way. Depends on the level we on. I mean, be honest though, the government make the baby who they want it to be.
Shit, once you sign a piece of paper, shit, that mug is
whoever they want to be.
I
is
don't
there.
see.
Yes.
So make sure like we keep it going around though, because we keep.
It's on you now, Joe. I just answered.
All right, so did you
like
get your answer?
Is it her need to answer first?
So what would I what was the question again? I'm sorry. I got lost in the shuffle.
So it said, what would you do if you found out your child wasn't yours?
Well,
Obviously for a woman, it's
right.
but
It's
the man.
you know what? I've been watching Paternity Court, and baby, let me tell you.
Oh man.
And you see some things like what you guys were saying about if the child is old. I mean, it'd be grown people on there, 30-something years old, 40-something years old, bringing because they mama done told them, and I'm like appalled that then they bring 2 or 3 people, and none of them the father, and the mama just sitting there, and the girl 40 years old, and the mama 60-something, and the 2 men up there, and none of them the father, and I'm looking like, lady, you're on national TV doing your daughter like this. You couldn't figure this out
real.
before you got to that.
That's how women get down.
You know, and I'm like, well, that's how some women get down. I
But
don't know.
90%.
when you see
Let me
them
tell you,
on the
when
show,
I had my first son,
the man still be like, "That's my daughter."
and I had to eventually put him on child support. I put him on
what
child
I'm
support
saying?
after he was 3 years old.
What
Because
would you do?
I had to beg him for stuff, and you couldn't get nothing out of him. I'm like, help me pay the daycare. At least pay half of the daycare.
But what
Then
would you
what
do
they gave him
if it
what-
wasn't your
hold
child?
Hold on, I'm getting to that. So, he you made me lose my train of thought.
Jesus.
So
Child
he,
supporting him.
he when
Yep.
I sent him to child support and they sent him the the notes to go get the DNA test, he refused.
Really?
And when the judge came, when we had to go to court together, he said, "I'm absolutely certain that is my child. He's named after me,
Oh, he crazy.
and I know that he's my child. And I
Then
don't
pay
need
for shit.
a DNA to tell me that. So y'all can do what y'all do." And that's what he told the judge. And he ended up on child support. But the fact is, he refused to deny him. He didn't want a DNA test.
You refused to deny.
If
him,
I
he
did deal
would've
with something
paid
so
for it.
wrong,
Baby, you'd be
why you
surprised. I got a story, but I ain't gonna even put it out there. I didn't answer. But if let's just say I was a guy and I found out, because I know somebody dealing with this right now that's probably watching my live. If you feel like a child isn't yours, okay, or you find out years later that the child isn't yours, and you get DNA testing, I feel like it's up to the guy, depending on if he's a good guy, if he wants to stay in their life. Me personally, if it was me, if I was a dude and some woman lied to me about a child being mine, okay, I'm pretty much done at that point.
Right.
When I find
Who
out
have
that
you
the
married?
child isn't mine.
Who have you married to?
If I was a man and this woman has been lying, like,
You done? Marriage, everything over with.
if you would lie about that,
You a lie about
if you would lie about that, I mean, if I was a man and this lady has been lying to me about a child being mine,
Are you done being a parent to the
me
child?
personally, the way I am,
She
9
done.
times
She
out of
said it
10.
like 2 times.
Yeah.
But she mad.
Wow,
She
you
saying I'm done.
you walk away from a 13-year-old that you
9
raised?
times out of 10.
Wow.
I'm done with
the only
that,
person this person know is
because
they daddy. Like,
I'm
you
done with
provide,
that.
you so
Well,
provide
true.
for this
True.
shit.
You gotta remember, women don't have empathy like we do.
Nah, cause this my
But
baby.
no,
Hey, True, let
They
her
don't have
answer
empathy
though.
like
Let her
us.
answer
no,
though.
but I would be done with that, because you don't have to. You know, if you're a man and you choose to want to stay there and deal with that, cool. You want to have some type of ill attachment to that situation, and that woman still, it's something wrong there to me.
You gotta be a
Because if
man
it's
to understand
not
that, though, real
I mean, but I
talk.
get that,
Yeah.
because you have put in time, you have put in your money and all of that to deal with that child. But you don't have to. If that's not your biological child, you don't have to feel obligated, because
Yeah, that's
this
true.
woman was like, I'm gonna say, was a whore.
True.
And she decided to lie about who her child's father was. Maybe she didn't know, but she could have just kept it 100 with that man up front. You could have also had DNA too, that man and that woman up front. You don't have to wait 9, 10, 12, 13, 16 years later.
But that kind of sounds like a perfect world, because, you know, dudes, we take
Man, look.
breakups and stuff way more tougher than y'all do. Y'all just
So
don't
late.
believe it, because dudes hide shit.
Man, I don't know.
So,
I'm
if
just
you
Talk
find
about
a
some more
situation
your
like
daughter
that,
when yours. You through dealing with her.
I'm down
Keep
for
it 100.
the. I'm down for
You found out
DNA
some more your
testing.
daughter
I know.
when yours.
Flat out.
I know,
You
but
know,
as a
and
dude-
I'm not gonna wait years.
But see,
to
as
do
a
it.
dude, the rules change, though.
Answer the question, y'all.
You did, didn't you?
Yeah,
I did
I'm
not.
sorry,
Oh,
sweetie.
you ain't got no kids. Then go ahead on
Like 10
then.
minutes
You don't got
on
no
Tell me about the
kids,
puppy
Greg.
that you lost, huh?
I got my puppy, first of all.
A
Anyways,
goldfish.
Pitbull. Anyways, so as far as that, one, I
Yeah.
feel like it's hand to hand, because once she lies about it, and she could have been like, okay, I don't know who the father is, instead of just saying like, yeah, this is your, you know, if you've been fucking around, like, you know, if you had more than one person in around that time where you decided to get, where you ended up getting pregnant, whatever the case may be. So if you tell somebody that that's your kid, then that's gonna hurt them later when they find out that that's not. Now it's up to him to decide. No, he's not obligated, because at that point, no, it's not his kid. But it's up to him at that point to decide, like, okay, yeah, since I've already built this relationship with them, and to them I am their dad, you know, stepping in as stepdad at that point, because that's not their real kid, then, you know, that's up to them to do that and to move forward with that. Honestly, wouldn't even be mad if somebody was like, you find out that's not your kid and you dip out, whatever case may be. You can't even be too mad at that person, because again, they not obligated. Now, kudos to the people that do, because it's like, okay, you've already built this relationship with them. There's no point in breaking it off like that, because it's, you know, now you got the problem with the mama. The kid, it's not the kid's fault. You know, the kid ain't tell them, like, you know, oh, you my daddy, you know, and lying and saying like that. And the whole time he know who's real.
So you
daddy
obligated
is,
if it is your real kid.
I'm
saying if it's my real kid, I'm obligated to do shit, make this shit.
Not
I
at
mean,
all.
it's a
I'm
big
obligated.
Not
But
at
No,
all.
at
no,
the
no,
same
no.
time,
I asked a yes or no question.
At
It
the
ain't
same
for all that
time,
shit.
if you know that you're not ready to take care of the kid, then that's a conversation that
No,
needs to
I
be
just
had.
asked one simple question, yes or no. If it
In a
is
sense-
my
in a
child,
sense,
am I
yeah.
obligated?
But
In a
in a
sense.
sense, yeah, but
Not in a sense,
same way-
yes or no.
Same way
If it's your
women drop
child.
their kids
If it's
off
my
to-
child, I'm obligated. You know what obligated?
Wait, let me talk. It's 12:22. We only got 30
All
minutes
right,
left. Goddamn.
I thought you said you want me to
At the
try.
same time, same way women can drop their kids off to the adoption center or grandma because they know that they can't take care of it. Yes, they had the obligation to their kid, but they knew that they couldn't handle that. That's better than them trying to take care of them and put all this trauma on their kid when they knew damn well that they couldn't handle it. So yes, in a sense, you got the obligation, but if you decide, oh, I can't handle this, I wasn't ready to be raising no children, then you also have the right to do that right behind that, especially if the kid is yours, whatever case may be. But yeah, that's what I'd say. Joe, you ain't answered the question. Did you answer the question? So we can go to the next question.
Yeah, I answer real fast. I make it short and sweet for y'all real quick, so we keep some of the time. I do believe that like it's a touchy subject though. I do believe I kind of agree with Panda say. I do believe DNA tests should be mandatory. Don't matter if
Unless
you marry.
you know for a fact.
Man,
Like,
hell
Even
no.
if you don't know, I don't think if you don't know now.
Very
DNA
listen,
test.
look, listen what I'm finna say with this real quick.
Flat
before I
out.
go with
Them
it.
answer, Tori.
got the 3 sons. I'm
Them answer, Tori.
But listen what I'm finna say with this though. I mean, I feel like married women cheat.
At a high rate.
No matter if you dating a
Damn,
woman,
where
you
the ding
busting her
ding
down.
at?
It don't matter who it is though. I seen scenarios where I seen married women have people raise kids that wasn't their kids for a long time. Just
All the
the
time.
threat of what that man might do when he find out the truth about it. And it could be like the best friend she was smashing or something, the brother, whatever.
Oh, Lord.
But I do agree with what you said too. It don't matter if you have the kid is blood or not, it doesn't matter to make you a father or a mother. I believe at the end of the day, it's your emotional attachment that you have towards the kid. If you feel like you can look at that kid and be like, okay, look, I can step in there, I could be the parent they need, because being a parent don't necessarily be blood. And I know people that have godparents, spiritual parents,
Kids that
all
ain't
the
know they ain't.
or they're not there. They just raise kids in the community, and that's not their kids and stuff like that. They still step in like, hey, little man, you can't be having your pants down. Hey, man, don't be in the streets. Hey, girl, you gotta keep up with your hygiene and stuff like that. So I don't think it really necessarily mean that you have to be like a blood parent to be obligated to take care of kids or whatnot. But I do think it hits different when you find out the kid's 16 years old and it's not your kid the whole time. Yeah, in a sense, you're gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna take care of it, because you already built up all that type of emotional attachment to the kid and stuff like that. But I would sue the woman for defamation of character. I mean, that's just me though. I would sue the woman for defamation of character though, because she pretty much.
If they make DNA mandatory, chicks won't get pregnant no more.
Bullshit. See,
Abortions.
it depends
And the
on,
motherfucker.
but it depends on how you was raised too. Now, it depends on how you was raised too.
Honey?
It depends on how you was raised too.
Panda?
Because if you had a BS type parent,
Right.
then you're gonna be on
Panda.
BS as an adult.
Right.
But see, I didn't have a BS type parent.
See, this
I
the
had to
thing,
learn
Panda.
flat out. And
But this the thing,
when you
Panda.
got when you had
Y'all
sex,
don't y'all don't really date women, so y'all don't see what we see through our lens.
And I get that.
A woman can have a man in the house and a woman house for years,
Right.
and still cannot be shit or be a gold digger.
And that is
whatever.
very true.
So the
But
statistics
lying
show
about
now
paternity for years, that's an issue.
a single mother will raise a more fucked up child than a couple will. That's true, but when it comes to that kid shit and a chick don't know, man, that would change the game if they did. I'm telling you, all that shit they want was stop.
If they are a bullshit female,
They
okay.
gotta be a bullshit
gotta be a
female.
full bullshit female.
But what you ducking and dodging? If you know for a
That's
fact,
what females
you
do.
know
They hit
for a
accountability.
That's the thing. If you fucking 2 or 3 different men, you ain't gonna know.
No,
Who it is.
I'm
Next
agreeing with you.
Come on, what's up?
Next topic.
You gotta ask the topic. I want
she
you
a
to
saint.
ask the topic.
She
I'm not a saint. I'm just
got a
saying.
topic.
She
wanna
say
ask?
sanctified filled with the precious gift with the Holy Ghost.
Who say
And
the
that's
side
why
with
I
the
said DNA, because if you are having sex with 3 or 4 different men,
True, don't you
why
got
not
a topic? You said been
DNA?
on CNN, so ask the topic, True.
About-
Straight up.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you the floor.
What's
He said,
preferred?
scoot over.
What's preferred? From the back?
That was a real topic.
Tori, back to the topic, Tori.
No, let him ask his question. No, let him ask his question. Finish it.
Come on.
What's your question?
From the back. This ain't.
That's your real
We can do it real quick.
Make it quick though.
Tori, which one you prefer?
I ain't gonna cap. It's hard to pick. I like both.
Panda?
Because
She said she like both, depending on who it is, missionary, and depending on who it is from the back.
that missionary
Miss
is
Jesus?
different too.
Hold on, real quick. Hold on.
Jesus.
Hold on.
If you ugly with just a cool Johnson,
Hold on.
No, I want Miss Jesus
Hold on,
answer.
let me answer the question. I gotta ask these two the question. So what you mean by missionary hit different? I want to hear this real quick. What did missionary do for y'all?
Me specifically. Okay, so because I got my connection with my tribe and everything, like I like being able to see my partner, look at them, feel them, have that eye contact and everything like that. But then also like that missionary literally hits different because
With that eye contact?
position and the direction of the cervix and everything and the length of the schlong, that shit hurts
That's so long.
sometimes. that
That's long.
shit hurts sometimes. Not gonna cap it to you. So sometimes you gotta time out and then just switch to back shots real quick. Cause hold on, wait a minute. I wasn't ready.
I feel like back shots are different though.
Panda next.
I want to hear Panda answer. Come on, Panda. What's the
This should
answer?
be a connoisseur of dick. Because you look like you waiting.
Right.
You look like this. Like, girl, if you don't come on, I got the answer.
I'm a connoisseur
right.
of the phallus now. Okay. For me, I'm not gonna play with you. For me, okay. Depending on who it is, missionary is real good. Okay, missionary is cool because you're more personal with that person. You can control more in that arena with that person. Like you can feel them breathe on you,
Scratch you on the back, all that
they
shit.
talking to you, whatever. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? It's personal now. The other way, like I said, we could have been funny looking or something like that. if he funny looking or just maybe being rough, you know, from the backside. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to look at him. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I be turning around
but
sometimes too.
I mean,
like, you know,
it's just a difference.
So I got 2 questions real quick. When he hear you from
I want
Michigan-
Nina to answer.
She gonna answer. She gonna answer though.
Got
I
church
got.
people don't have sex.
Okay, let's get the church like that. Let's just get
So
the
you
church like
clothes burn from the front or the back?
her child's over there, man.
I said clothes burn.
She her child right there, man.
I'm hollering.
I'm waiting for the
That's how he
answer.
got her. She said
When she answered, then they can answer your question. I want to hear what she got to say.
And she said,
That damn nachos ain't that good. Come on, answer, Nina.
Oh, I didn't know you wanted me to answer.
Yeah. So which one?
So it depends on the person.
Oh, y'all.
Here go the person shit.
Because there's an intimacy in missionary that is not there when you're doing back shots.
Right,
it could be there, but you gotta put it there at the same time.
It's harder because, like you said,
can't see them.
the eye contact, they're breathing on you. Sometimes they can hear and feel your heartbeat. That becomes intense. And if it's certain positions, if it's certain,
All you do is crack.
if there's certain positions,
All y'all do
then-
is y'all ain't never
then-
got crack. Y'all all just made love. I get this. Cap.
Can I make my?
I put that on my
finish
mama's soul.
let
Y'all
me
niggas.
just
Answer
my
it,
answer?
Lloyd.
Go ahead, let us finish too.
She
So
capping, she capping.
there are things with missionary that
You done
are
been
more
bust
intimate,
down before. Look at this shit.
and if you're, and it depends
Look,
too
y'all
on
on
how
this
you're
live.
feeling, how
On
the
your
mood
live,
is.
you been bust
Is the
down.
mood a romantic
Never.
mood? Was the
On
mood
my mom.
created something romantic, or was it, you know, freak a leak type
Nigga that
stuff?
tooth that motherfucker.
If it's freak a leak type stuff, then you know, definitely back shots are.
That just sound weird for you to say that you're a church person.
Well, I go to church, but I'm also a woman who.
I know, but you know,
and
like,
got-
Church people have sex, man. You know
Somebody
that.
be down in the pulpit.
Church people have
she a
sex.
real one though.
Man, you ain't seen
Because
preachers
I
on porn?
am not having sex right now doesn't mean I haven't had sex. There's
Don't do that. Don't do that. We got
I'm
it.
just
Hey,
saying.
Greg, you
There's
never seen
proof.
preachers on porn?
Did you answer
Nah, I
the
know, watch
question
that
yet?
episode.
I'm just saying, preachers
Did
be
you
on
answer
porn,
your
bro.
own question
he
yet?
was interrupting
What's
me.
your answer?
I want to hear this. Go ahead and break it down, crack.
You asked the question. You gotta answer.
Yeah,
it down,
Mr.
Craig.
And
Mr.
Dodo
Crack,
wait,
yeah.
wait. Y'all both ain't answered.
Mr. Crack,
Oh
himself.
well, it depends on the downstairs to the right. It
I
depends.
said it depends on the downstairs.
It depends on that too. It depends on the female. Cause if you're on top and she got a big stomach, it's gonna be hard to kiss her. From the back, if she ain't got no ass, the little butt bone cut into your thighs and feel like an elbow to
sometimes,
my.
no,
Now she's,
sometimes flat asses when it's bent over.
it look good. He has more pussy there, but I'm just saying.
Sometimes
My audience
when
not
she's
ready
standing
for
up and it
Greg
look flat and
answers.
she bend over, that mother bounce out like.
Yeah, cause they ain't got nothing, so it's
Yeah, so
wider.
it's wide.
But when you really try and get up, put one leg up or froggy, whatever, when she got that cushion, you gotta push that motherfucker.
Yeah,
it's
so
level to
sometimes,
the
yeah,
shit.
if you
What
got a
about
big
your
ass, you don't
stomach?
want it from
And
the
then,
back.
huh?
What about your
Hey,
stomach?
Same
You
thing
know,
with
it
a
ain't in the
man.
way.
I can't stand a
Ain't that
man with
been
a
in the way.
fat stomach.
I got videos on Pornhub.
Hey, we're asking.
Go to Pornhub and check mine out. Tell me what you see.
Pornhub.
Goddamn right.
You got videos
He ain't
on
that young. He'll be
It
19.
depends.
I'm picking big bitches up in the air and yeah.
If you got a real fat ass, you like, man, yo, go the other way.
Yeah, so you gotta
What?
see that
So she,
ass.
'cause, like, ass keep you from getting all the way up in there mud. Like,
Sure will.
you got to move it out the way. You got
Right.
to scoot up in. You be like, nah, you know what?
Then
just
she
lay
gets
on
to
your
falling
back,
and
yeah.
shit. Then you gotta turn back
then
over.
Now
to
you
the
there
front
you go.
and
She
shit, yeah.
falling all this.
All right, you gotta pick her up. Gotta pick her back up, man.
But you really don't like the front because emotions start getting in there. Then
Right.
they be
I've
trying
never
to
been
grab your
emotional
neck,
fucking
make
bitch
you
from the
kiss
front,
her and shit. They want you to keep
Crying and
Nah,
shit.
don't get the kiss.
Then they can't kiss. Most
Yeah,
shit ain't kiss
you
anyway.
want to kiss me and all that shit. So you know what? Boom, flip back over. It's
Right,
like, hey,
right,
it's like,
right,
baby,
right.
You gotta flip it back over.
Yeah,
And then you
yeah.
gotta
She got
drive
too
them on. You
real.
don't feel
Yeah,
shit
She
anyway.
getting
You
too
gotta
real.
get back up.
She getting too real now.
All right, Joe, what's your answer?
Shit.
Since
I
y'all-
mean,
since
I'm
y'all
a back
said-
shot type
Joe
of guy,
make
though.
love. Stop lying.
I'm a back shot type of guy, though, man.
Don't make
I
love.
love
ain't
back
believe
shots, bro. That's just my shit, though, man. I just feel like
bow,
I feel like you
bow.
discipline her, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let her know what's
Discipline her
up.
fucking
You
from the
discipline
back.
the shit, bro.
What?
Get your
Really?
Right.
She be like, what did I do?
What she do? You
Like,
know what I mean?
what did you do?
She heard you. She
Like,
feels
what
you.
did I do?
It's
What
like
did
a
I never
different.
heard discipline from
So
a
you
man.
Hey,
not
that's a
fucking
soul
with
tie
missionary?
right there, man. That's sitting there with soul pole.
It's always soul tie.
You're not-
Soul
you're not
pole.
fucking with
Soul
missionary.
pole.
Soul pole.
Soul pole in her ass.
Soul
Soul
polling.
pole, yeah.
You're not fucking with
Oh,
missionary.
okay. We gotta define
I'm
that.
with you
Oh,
now,
yeah, you never
nigga.
heard
You
about
gotta
soul
break this down.
polling.
You not
Yo,
fucking with
soul
missionary.
polling.
That's
What
the
is
question.
soul pole?
Soul pole.
Hold on, let Joe answer.
Soul pole is when
polling.
you hit her with your pole all the way to her soul,
Soul,
man.
oh,
And she feel that
You hit her
shit. She
with
knows
your
what's
pole.
up.
She
You
like,
ever took
Nina,
dick
we too
before
old for
and
this
you
shit.
lay back in the bed like
They
damn.
didn't change the whole
Like
game from one
he
DJ
just
to
died down.
soul pole.
That's why I say she like, man,
Yeah,
nigga, you
like
just bust her down.
she
and be
just
like,
fucking
damn.
crucified
Like she
on
want
the
to come
bed.
like, damn, what you eat today?
Right.
Like, you done busted down, so you ain't even made
Right.
it up. What you want for breakfast?
Soul
Man,
pole.
they do that with everybody. That shit.
Man,
don't
she
count.
laying there. She out of breath. She
They do
sleep.
that with everybody. You just have
She
me the lucky
sleep. She
nigga
ready to
pick.
cook.
That's
She ready to
all.
clean.
You lucky number
Okay.
seven. Take your turn.
That
and-
sounds like some
Yeah,
motivation,
it's your
but
turn.
it's called soul pole now.
You can do the
Soul
Okay.
pole.
But I think soul pole.
Yeah,
that's
that's a new
what
So
one.
we need to get that on the shirt for you.
Oh, yeah, we
So
gonna get that.
Mr. Soul Pole.
My
Since
shirt.
we-
My
Since
shirt
we
first.
on the topic
What,
anyway, I'm gonna go to the next
Right.
question. So my question is, makeup sex. Do y'all feel like it's all problems?
Hold on for you, actually.
Obviously, only to a certain extent. But
Damn, you made me forget the question. You gonna ask.
The what's
He
the
made me
question?
forget. What was your question?
makeup sex. Can it fix problems? How far does it
Go
go?
turn this way.
Depends on the
Turn this
delusion
way.
of the woman.
Depends
Not-
on the
and
what?
can it
The delusion of a woman depends on how to fix it.
How can it fix? Can it fix the problem?
Can
That's
makeup
like a
sex
Band-Aid.
fix? You saying
You
can
can't
makeup sex fix the
problem, but you
relationship?
put a Band-Aid on that motherfucker. You like, bitch, you cheated. I know you did. Ooh, I looked at your phone. I saw a Johnson. I saw his thing. Like, bitch, I'm mad at the motherfucker. Woo, you ain't finna go nowhere because you really don't want to go. Got nowhere to go. So you still gonna sit here and be mad. And then shit, you be like, fuck it. Like he say, I'm finna back
What you
shot.
putting in?
You be like, I'm finna back shot her to death. Like, she finna go crap. Come here, bend over. I ain't even finna look you in your face. You let that other nigga look you in your face. I don't wanna hear that shit, so I'm finna press you down to the ground. And then tomorrow I might think
Nail
about
it to the bed.
Yeah, and then we gonna
Nail
lay down
her
and go
ass to the
sleep.
bed.
But tomorrow,
Of course.
I'm gonna be mad in the motherfucker. Tomorrow I might wake up and get mad again and be like,
But you gotta leave.
Bitch, I don't
You
wanna
gonna
hear
do
that.
it
You
again
gotta
in the
go.
morning?
Bitch,
No,
you gotta go.
I said it's a Band-Aid.
Bitch, you can't even stay tonight.
We gotta hear Greg
Here,
answer
Greg. She can't
first
say
since
the
we
night.
already went
Oh,
from
How
wow.
about makeup sex?
From wow to wow. Let's go.
It depends on her level of delusion. Like you got a delusional chick, it ain't nothing you can do to make it up anyway. But if she live in reality, yeah, makeup sex could help out.
But what is the makeup sex from though?
No, what if she did 9 times out of 10 she did something wrong and you just happen to capitalize on her
She did
mistake.
something wrong.
But
See, not with the rest of these people. They gotta conversate.
but
They can't just crack.
but
You
have
better
to
have
say
that.
like-
You better have that hammer.
We have to talk
say
it
like y'all
out.
You
got
better
into
have that
it.
We have
hammer
to
to
talk.
make me
We have to
forget
talk
anything.
it
Say
out.
y'all got into it.
Conversation
At the
rules.
movie
We
theater
gonna fight
together.
again. I'm finna win,
And she
man.
got the,
Man, dick is his own
say
language.
she got mad on her birthday, you didn't
It
get the
is.
right gift
I
or something.
promise you.
And she's still mad for a week and then you fuck her real good. If she delusional, she'll be alright. I mean, she not delusional, she'll take that like, okay, you made me say fuck me good. I'm good now. But she delusional, she still wants you to fuck good and go buy matching diamond bracelet and necklace, some other shit.
But it's a
And since a lot
Band-Aid. Cause
of,
she,
lot of fuck niggas do that, so that's where we at.
I got you. Panda, what you think?
I don't even know what to say. I look. Makeup sex to me, depending on what you did, I'm gonna be mad till I'm gonna be mad. It don't got nothing to do with it.
you still gonna let them bust down though.
No,
It depends.
you gonna get that carpet twat.
Don't nobody care about
You
carpet
gonna get
twat.
that carpet twat. Don't piss me
A
off.
real nigga don't care about
Nah,
that.
you piss me off.
This
We ain't
mother
even gonna
gonna,
get
I'm
there. I'm
telling
gonna
I
be
have
mad.
carpet burns on anybody did it before. Like, damn.
That
Ooh.
motherfucker dry as a
You gonna
motherfucker.
get
Nigga.
that dry. I don't even want. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna even serve it to you. Matter of
Yeah.
fact, cause I'm mad. I'm gonna be mad until I'm not
So,
mad no
so that
more.
mean you ain't gonna give him shaved pussy then? It's gonna be
I ain't
hairy.
giving you nothing.
Okay.
You gonna go
Damn.
find that bottle of jerky.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
he
what
said
you
he on
gonna
map.
do.
My
Nigga,
answer
map to that
real
shit.
Mind
She
that
ain't never
jerky.
had nobody knock the lining off that
You don't
motherfucker.
know.
She couldn't have.
You don't know what
On
I
the
had.
set, because she
You
can't.
don't know what I
The
had.
lining,
She
bro.
ain't had nobody knock the lining off that motherfucker. I'm telling you.
You don't know what I
On
had.
my mama.
Let me
You
answer
better
the
get your
question.
mind
Hey,
right.
hold on.
You
It's too
lying
big voices.
then.
Too
You
big
better get your
voices, man.
mind
Come
right
on.
then.
Let's bring it
You
back.
better get your mind right
you
by
lying.
Panda.
So depending on what it is, yeah, makeup sex can fix it, but you also have to tend to the problem at hand. So like, yeah, y'all could be good, but whatever the problem was to begin with, like you gotta make the change to actually fix that afterwards too, after y'all good, and to keep it going. So it's not just we made up now and pissed you off again type of thing. Like no, that's not how that works. You gotta actually like do something about it afterwards.
telling you.
If that sex is gone,
Yeah, once the
you know,
Band-Aid come
'cause
off,
the way I
man,
am-
fix the problem.
I ain't gonna
Right.
the way I am.
Right.
Like, sometimes, like, depending on what happened, beforehand, whatever. Like if you mad at me, I low key want you to take your anger out on me, and then
Damn.
because that'll be a little bit better.
See?
That
Discipline.
Yeah, this
Discipline.
But
Back shots.
if it's the other way
The soul
around,
pole.
if it's the other way around, and I'm mad, sometimes
Right.
that'll shut me up, and then other times. You know,
It depends on what you mad about.
Depend on what you mad
If
about.
you're in a relationship and you saw a
Touch
motherfucker
it now.
texting a motherfucker, ooh, I love you, I ate the shit out
I
that
remember
monkey.
my question
Nah,
now.
couldn't ain't gonna fix
I
it.
remember my
You
question.
remember your
I remember my
question?
question. I want the 3 ladies to answer this question though.
Okay.
It's about the missionary right there, right? So when a guy doing
Still
a
on the
missionary and he's looking in your eyes, do y'all like to be choked or spit in the mouth? I want to hear this.
Choke.
I want to hear this.
Both of them.
I want to hear this shit. Choke this, spit in the
Okay,
mouth.
little lady answer first. What is she saying?
I'm sorry, because
So choke you and spit in your mouth at the same time.
Well, I
Wow.
can't choke on the spit, so you got to do it.
Hey, what
like
floats your
that.
boat? You know what I'm saying?
But I've been on my triangle for a minute,
Right.
years. Like, you know, you kissing, you swapping spit already. So,
Right.
like, you know, you spit in my
Spit in
mouth.
your
That's sexy to me.
Is
Everybody
that toxic though?
That might not be everybody cup of tea.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
But, you know, a little spit in my mouth.
My
Yeah,
my
Hey,
freak
T.
level of 5. I don't go no higher than that.
Hey
so
T,
that's-
is that
You
toxic
right
though?
here?
If a dude
Please
spit in your
choke
mouth,
me.
is that toxic?
I'm gonna choke you and smack the bitch out you.
I just smack the bitch out of you.
What about you,
In the
Brandon?
face?
On God.
Hold on, T. Is that toxic though? If a
Look
dude
at
spit in your
Nina
mouth?
face.
Is it
Nina
toxic?
face
Yeah,
red, the
that's toxic.
motherfucker.
I mean,
Joe,
that's
look at
not
Nina
red.
face. It's red.
Blush.
What
It
do you
ain't
feel
red.
about it makes it toxic?
I don't know. I feel like a dude that spit in your mouth and shit like that, man. That's kind of a little toxic.
He
right there.
nasty.
He nasty. You know,
He nasty.
He
That's a
degrade your
different
ass.
type of nasty. Like I say, some women, you be
Right.
like, damn, she nasty. I can fuck with her.
And she looking at him
like,
like-
you keep talking about, why you fuck with this broke ass bitch? She
Right.
nasty, baby. She
Right.
nasty.
I know
She
all
don't
these people
got
look at the
nothing. She
live. They
funny
like
looking.
that shit. They like that
Nasty
shit.
in the motherfucker.
They like that shit. Don't act like you never had no guy spit in your mouth.
So you got a nigga
Yeah.
that's fucking missionary and all this extra ass
Yeah.
shit, but then you got a nigga on the side that's spitting all in your mouth and shit you like.
Calling
You
them
like, this
bitches
nigga
and
different
shit.
type of nigga.
That's a
So
different type of
Now
nigga,
you
bro.
trying to coach this nigga, spit in my mouth. He like, bitch,
Bro,
what?
that's a different type of
He
game,
like, what?
bro. That's a
So
different type of
that,
game.
that was one of my questions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what do you
I
do
felt
when
that
your girl brings something new to the bed and
I
shit?
felt
You like,
that. I
what
felt
do I
that.
do?
Hold on, no. Let's
yeah,
let
that's
Patty
your
answer.
question.
I want to hear Patty answer real quick. We run out of
I
time.
think it depends on who it is now.
Here we go with this.
So you know what I'm
It
saying?
depends on who it is. Don't
She's a
spit-
fucking Norbert or
Don't
Tupac.
spit in my mouth. Okay, and I am a Gemini, so you might get Tupac and you might get Norbert.
Okay.
I can go corporate or
Wonk,
good.
wonk, wonk.
However,
You said that.
it depends on who it is,
Right.
man. Don't spit in my mouth. Like, don't spit
You got-
in my mouth. Don't spit on me.
Unless we talked about
If
it.
you been
Don't
smoking
do that.
cigarettes,
You
Hold on, hold on. Let her
Would
answer.
you
Let her
spit
answer.
in their mouth?
Now, I would.
I spit the shit.
I would.
Poop back in your
And
face.
then now I would, but see that's a very intimate thing. Is like to swap spit like that. But what is sexy about that? Like somebody on top of you, missionary, and they just hawk a loogie.
No, we
And-
not hooking.
No. It's
And
like
they just
y'all
drop
kissing
you
and just.
You wait to spit in your mouth.
Right.
And it just drop it. I mean, it depends. It depends on who it is.
Ain't nobody during sex.
But don't catch me off guard, and then I got caught with a loogie.
Right. With
Don't catch me
a
with
little
the
coal
loogie.
in there. A little coal back
Yeah,
there.
nah, don't loogie me. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
okay.
But I mean, it might be
I know
sexy
your face was
depending
friends
on
like,
who
what
it
the
is. You know
hell
what I'm
y'all
saying?
talking?
You said you
But
wanted the
for
ladies.
me,
Yeah.
the choking though.
my
Nah, I'm down with the choking.
Oh!
We choke each other.
Oh yeah.
Her passed on the page.
No,
Oh,
And then they got answer next.
no, he's not on.
Oh, I
there.
thought you said on the back.
He's a friend of mine.
I would have leaned over like, which
So
one
you like
is
to
it?
choke
Right.
from the back of the
Hey, hold on. Patty says joking though. Let me
I
hear it.
would
It
say
don't
the
matter.
choking.
back from
I say the
back
front
or
because you get
Both.
deeper choke.
Hey, that back choke is something different.
Both.
It's something
Yeah.
different. You
Both.
want it from that back.
And you got
Come
that
here.
grip still.
talking
That jet. And you feminine. And you feminine.
Don't try.
That's something different though,
Choke
bro.
is y'all can
Hey,
choke
the
each
best
other.
kind of choke is when you
No,
almost
the
have
motherfucker
to
try to
pass
choke
out.
me. I be
I
ready
know
to
all
take
y'all talking. Somebody got to talk
The
more
best
than
kind of choke is like when you almost about to pass out.
Your
That
eyes
is.
roll in the
Oh
back
yeah,
of your head.
you ever had that
Yeah.
before?
Yeah.
Your eyes turn red, huh?
Yeah.
She said,
Yeah.
yeah. I want to hear Nina. Let me hear Nina answer right here.
I ain't never been choked.
Girl, like
You don't know.
You know,
You said in your
that.
words,
It's been
lady
movies.
in the streets and a what?
freaking the sheet.
And there you go.
Bang,
Okay,
bang,
good answer.
I mean, your
But
kiss
that's
and tell or
choking the
something.
spit.
I'm not gonna kiss and tell, but we to asking a question, so
Hypothetically.
you know, I'm always 1,000.
Okay, let me hear it.
So what
You
you
know
like
that
to?
by now. We've known
See?
each other a
So
long time.
choking or spitting.
So I'm not doing the spitting. Ain't nobody spitting in my
Anyway,
mouth.
spitting in
Choke
my
for
back.
me.
If we exchange
Well, kissing,
saliva
yeah.
in kissing or in activities, that's different. But to just spit.
No
Don't
loogie
spit
spit.
in my mouth.
Even the
white phone
loogies.
shit.
I don't want you spitting in my mouth. Like spitting is an issue for me. Like spitting for me is a sign of disrespect.
But what
If you spit on me, I promise you,
On you and
God.
spitting in you is
But
different.
what's sexy about
But
it
it's
though?
it's still the action of someone
on
putting
that
their
dry ass
spit
coochie.
on you. My thing is,
Like,
God, Jesus, and the Holy Spirit know
Right.
we finna come to blows.
Right.
I swear.
I'm gonna beat your ass.
Naked.
Damn.
If
Gonna
you
be that.
spitting on me,
Okay.
or if you putting spit in my body.
So what if y'all like in a moment though? He's just like kissing you, you know what I mean?
She
Like,
said,
and
"I'm
it's just like,
kissing," and then
and
you
it's
just
just
look back
like,
and just spit
it's
it.
like that slobbery kiss, and it just
That's
drop it.
different.
That's what we're talking about. Like it ain't like.
But I'm talking about.
She's like, it's like you made that
having an
baby show act like
accumulate-
you was in that moment before
Okay,
though.
so let me answer.
Somebody straight
Let me
spit.
answer. Cause y'all, let me finish
Let
my
Nina
answer.
answer.
Yeah.
So if you have a mouthful of saliva and you just putting a mouthful of saliva with no activity in my mouth, no. Choking, I've experienced that.
It's kind of cool.
That's kind of cool.
Okay,
She said, I ain't gonna say too much, but
Yeah, that's enough.
spit.
Well, I answered.
Nina, that's enough.
Yeah,
I got choked.
I can't look at this lady like that in the light.
I got choked.
I want to go with the dudes real quick.
I'm gonna sing Patti LaBelle. to
Yeah,
you. If only you knew.
All right, we're gonna go with the dudes, but I'm gonna ask the question a little different for the guys. All right, so the question I'm gonna ask for the guys is: you ever did something so bad where you had kind of like what she was saying about the makeup sex, but you had to put that pipe on them? To kind of like change the game.
Make them forget real
Yeah,
quick.
make us forget like the Men in Black stick. We talking about the Men in Black stick.
You just heard. I got 4 kids the same age.
Yeah.
So shit, they was fine.
Yeah.
got
So you had to hit her with the Men in Black stick to forget a lot of shit. That's why I call it the Men in Black stick to
And make
forget a lot of
another
shit.
You make, I swear that's how
Yeah.
I feel like shit. Damn, she found out I
Right.
was her. Because once somebody get pregnant, they want to
So you got 4 kids the same
Make sure you
age.
talking to Mike, too.
Yeah.
He already talked. He said he had a different.
12, 13, 13, 13.
Right.
King,
Crack.
You
King
just
is
dipping
12,
raw.
finna be
Dealing with
13.
people at the same time. Yep.
Nah, King finna be 13 in September. Jordan
Right.
turned 13 in April. Johnny, he was 13, but he just turned 14 July 23rd.
Okay.
And Haley, she 13.
Damn,
She turned 13 in February.
you ain't know
So
nothing
you
about
said
a rubber.
February, September.
February, September, February,
Who use rubbers,
April,
man? Let that go.
September.
Man, let that go.
February, September,
Damn.
July.
You want to feel it or not?
Hold on, wait. Jordan birthday in April. Haley birthday in
Jesus
February.
Christ, y'all so
Jordan
arrogant.
birthday in April.
The arrogance, dog.
July and
You're
September.
supposed to.
April, May, June, July.
You-
February,
how you gonna
April,
feel something?
July,
In September.
September.
And the oldest one, 14. He
Jesus
just
Christ,
turned 14,
man.
but then
Just because
the other
you
one
work for the board
turned.
of health, don't mean everybody else do. Jesus.
You see what I'm saying? The other one turned
Let that
14
shit
in
go.
next year. The other ones will turn, so 3 of them 13 right now. And then they'll
Yeah,
start turning
she wanna
14 in
be like
February, April,
Yeah,
and
set that shit
September.
out.
Gotcha.
nigga.
Okay,
All right, so you mean you hit them with the Men in Black stick and they forgot everything, huh?
Shit, man, I told you that shit fix shit because they always bring the shit up.
Okay.
Like right now today they bring
Okay.
it up. If I go get this one, they be like,
Yeah.
that shit, if they see the one that's close to the,
So talking about, have you ever dicked the girl down and she boss you anything? Like you like, hey, you fucking her and you
Boy,
talking to
I
her,
got-
you
listen
talking
to-
to her and shit.
boy,
You like, hey, I need that PS5.
I put this on me, boy.
I need that
on my mama,
motherfucking-
5,000 at the Gucci store.
Right.
Nigga on my mama's soul, nigga, 3 belts, nigga, a shirt, a hat, a $500 hat, and I swear to God, at first I was like, damn, 500 on the hat, you could have gave me that money.
Right.
But then I swear to God, last year on me, what's that motherfucker? It's a hotel in Clayton somewhere. What's
Yeah.
the top notch hotel?
The Sheraton?
No, not the Sheraton.
The
Better than
Ritz?
that. Ritz Carlton on my mama's soul.
You was fucking shot at her.
2 days.
You was telling her like, hey,
Yeah.
we need to be here.
Before then,
Before then,
I
huh?
already knew what it meant. Give him the stick and then shit, you
good.
relax on it.
That's currency right
It's just
there.
like
ain't it?
something you like a girl give you some coochie, shit, you gonna do what it takes when you to get the coochie.
Yeah.
And then when she give you some coochie, if it's butter and she take it away from you, if she
Yeah.
give you some fire coochie and she try to pull a disappearing act on you,
Right.
you know how that is.
I know.
You gon' shit, damn.
Okay.
The fuck do I do to get this bitch back? Shit.
All right, Big G. What about you?
That's
Men in Black
that's
stick these
them,
hoes.
them man eaters that he talking about. Them chicks that man eaters.
Yeah.
No, I can't say I ever did that though. Like you gotta remember, chicks proposed to me, so I ain't never did none of that
Women
shit.
proposed to
Like,
what?
of course, nigga. What are you saying?
What about
I don't even want to hear the story.
Hey,
Hell no. I don't even want to hear the story.
no, I'm just saying everybody
But for-
different though. But whenever
She's
I got
desperate.
caught cheating, which is what you're supposed to do,
I done got cursed out. I've been show about 4 times already. Keep acting the ass for them people out there.
it's my turn to talk. Why you interrupting me like you told me?
Let Big G I want Big G story. Let Big G tell his story. Now, come on, Big G, tell it.
So anyway, all the times I got caught cheating, which I really wasn't married,
who this is.
judging by the Miss Jesus lady here, that I'm not wrong for what I did, but anytime I got caught fucking around, I never
Hit him with the Men in Black.
no, I never did that shit. I do that like
I said you
if a chick got money, I hit her with that, but she just a regular chick working like nurse in a Walmart or something. Why am I go all out for that? I mean, if she make 100 years a better.
Don't come from the nurses. Don't come from the nurses.
I'm a suck in every position. I'm gonna pick up, spin around in a circle,
Right.
and then by next week she'll be buying me a new
Legs
cell
on
phone.
your,
like,
legs on
I
your
got-
shoulders and some more shit.
Yeah.
All that shit.
You don't do that for regular chicks, man.
This mug cost 15. This one cost $8.
Yeah.
I ain't pay for neither
That's
one.
how it's supposed to be.
Shit.
Wait a minute.
A woman's
Women
job is to
spending 15?
This one cost
nurture.
15 with the case.
She's
and
nurturing him.
with
That's
the-
what
with
she's
the-
supposed to
with
do.
With the insurance and everything. And this one cost 8.
Can she buy me
I
one
put
too?
this on my
For
mom.
15?
I got
You gonna
this.
bend over?
I put that on my mom.
Who been over for
Hey,
15?
you want the phone?
The
Hey,
same person.
He got
bought-
naked for. You gonna
Hey,
get
hold on,
naked?
yeah. Hold on. You
The
get out.
same person bought this, and she made me turn up. Like after she started doing certain shit, like I say, she spent $5,000. Then I just could think like, nigga, for my bitch. I'm telling you, I broke her down. Come here.
But see, I don't do that. I don't do that stuff
You
no
gotta
more.
kiss her. She don't want to kiss. She act like a thug.
All my stories are old. Nothing happened last week. Just to FYI.
Man, don't post none of this shit I'm saying right here.
It's all going live,
That's
bro.
old.
Live.
That's old though, right? That's
I don't care
old.
about that.
That's an old story
That-
you talking about.
yeah,
That's
that
back
was
in the day.
old.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
old.
yeah,
shit.
No, she probably, man, nah, it's gonna be on. She's so crazy. She gonna look on YouTube.
Ah.
Well, hi YouTube girl that's
Yo.
buying the $1,500 phones.
What about
I
you,
need
Joe?
one too. Where
Let me
right?
ask you real quick. So
I need one too.
I used the Men in
Okay.
Black stick before, man. To, make her forget every now and then. You gotta make her forget.
Okay, well, what
though.
did you do? Let's.
What I do?
What did you do that
I
you
mean,
had to
shit.
pull
Oh,
out?
he did.
the
That's
Men in
fine.
Black
Those dark vines, you know what I mean?
You did what you supposed to do. You cheated. You supposed to do.
I don't cheat though.
Why did you
man,
have
but
to pull out the Men in Black stick?
I
on
mean,
her?
because sometimes shit happens though.
You cheated,
What's the
nigga.
shit
Just
that
saying.
happened? But what's
Just
the shit
saying.
that happened? What happened?
I mean, shit. She,
You
maybe,
share, Jody.
maybe I needed some. I might have needed some.
And you did what you supposed to do. What
you know,
God
I
intended us
just-
to do, you did it. Let it go. Shit, fuck,
What
man.
God sent us to do, G?
So you
Huh?
had
What
cheated.
God sent us to do?
You
To
was
have
being-
sex and for them to provide. I mean, to
I would say young me.
You cheated.
Young
Is what
me.
you did.
No, young me.
Uh-huh.
Mike got lost. Went down the wrong aisle.
Uh-huh.
Slipped.
Yeah.
Slipped on aisle 7.
You slipped.
Slipped
on
on
aisle
aisle
7.
Aisle
Okay.
7.
Fell in some pussy.
Yes.
I mean, but,
Okay. Okay.
Fuck,
It was
slip
an
into some
accident
pussy.
that you slipped
know,
in there. Uh-huh.
You could slip into some pussy.
yes.
Yeah,
You
it
could
was.
slip
It
into
wasn't no
it?
wet floor sign.
Okay. It was the wet floor sign.
wasn't no wet
wasn't
floor
it?
sign.
Oh, okay.
You know?
And it was on accident.
It was an accident.
That you slipped in there.
You know.
Okay. Okay.
But I ain't filed no
And so-
insurance claim.
Oh, okay.
No insurance claim
Okay.
though.
Oh,
But
okay.
I slipped.
You
No
slipped.
workers'
But
comp.
when I was there to reclaim my balance,
Uh-huh.
I had to let her
Okay.
forget about
No,
it.
You
no
had to-
workers'
okay.
comp injuries.
So you
No injuries though. No workers' comp.
So you had to hit her with the Men in Black stick.
Yeah, hit her with the
Oh,
man
she-
back. She
okay.
she was coming with me sideways. I
Yeah.
had to hit her with that.
Yeah, yeah.
She had like sunglasses on. So
Okay. She okay.
you know,
erased
she was
it.
good.
Okay.
Yeah, she was good after that.
But
though.
I mean, did she leave you alone?
fuck nah.
Oh, y'all still cool?
Y'all give me
Man,
some
because
cool-
because most chicks will leave you alone for cheating and go get
Yeah.
another nigga who do the same goddamn thing.
Yeah.
So they didn't come up
That
the
was like
game.
young man. That was like.
That's what I'm
18,
saying.
19,
Like what's
you
the
know,
point of
young.
leaving?
When you young a kid, you do a lot of stupid shit.
She tired of your old
Fact.
shit.
That's
Right.
New cheat.
the new dude gonna have bitches in the house. You was outside the house with bitches. So
All right, we got like 10
Next
minutes.
question.
Okay.
Last
10
question.
minutes. 10 minutes.
Okay. Yes, I am.
Thanks for hanging out with me, y'all.
So I'm gonna do.
I'm gonna shout out the illustrious, beautiful founder of an organization that I am proud to be a part of, the Elite Dolls of Faith. Thank you, Doll Faith, for coming on. I
got a
appreciate
question.
you and I love you, my founder.
Kick it out.
EDOF for life.
Baby.
If anybody wants to give me information about it, give me a call.
West Side Church.
All right. So the question is, legacy versus an empire. So, to me, the difference in that is like a legacy. You mainly focus on leaving something behind for your kids, more so after you gone, that can like carry on in the family.
That's deep.
Now, an empire, I feel like that's more so something that y'all building together, everybody in the family together, like putting in the work on it to create and build something that'll last, like a legacy too as well, because that's gonna go on forever too. But it's not just for once you leave, you leave it behind type of thing. It's we building this together, all our names on this, going from there, and then I'm gonna pass it down.
I feel you on that. I'll go real quick. So, I feel like legacy is more important than the empire because empire can always crumble.
Crush. I was just.
Yeah, but I think with a legacy though, it lasts forever. You want to build something that you can give generational wealth to, and you can build something for your community as well. Though, so I value.
Empire can't do generational.
No, empires is like a staple now, but like anything can always come to an empire and crush it down. Though that's why, like they always say, order for you to be a king or a queen to stay at the top, because a lot of peasants gonna come to the throne, but only the troops basically hold the crown and stuff like that. And I feel like with the legacy, you want to pass it along to your family, your community. You want to be able to build, like I said before, generational wealth. And I think, to me, I value the legacy over the empire. Like the empire is the foundation, but the legacy is the everlasting point to it, though. What about you?
Oh yeah, I have to agree, man. It's the legacy thing, because you don't want your kids to go through what you went through.
Right.
That's if y'all had a hard life, you know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
niggas like me done sold dope, stole cars, all type of shit. My kids can't do that shit they wanted to.
Right.
So they want to keep that passing down, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. I mean, the empire is what you got to start with, though. You got to get the empire first, then move to the legacy part. You got to make good decisions, though.
Right. What about you?
For me, I think that an empire, I agree with a lot of your points, Jody. I think that an empire is more in a group, like a foundation of people, a conglomerate of people. And I feel like a legacy is individual. Like what I leave behind, what people know me for. Like you get asked that question a lot, not the empire part, but you get kind of asked that a lot in interviews in my field. You know, what is your legacy? What do you leave behind?
What if you and the spouse create the legacy together? Can that still
that's
be past individuality?
Yes, because I think how there are things you can do together as a unit that can be passed on and left behind. I think that an empire is a here and now thing. I think people will remember, like, for example, okay, this is an off the wall example, but it just popped in my head, so I'm going to give it. Like Hugh Hefner. Everybody knows who Hugh Hefner was, the Playboy guy. His legacy is being a Playboy and all of that, but the empire that he created was in the here and now. Since he's gone, how much do you hear about Playboy?
None at all.
Exactly my point. So the group that he had to create all of that, great and wonderful, and it survived as long as he survived. But then when he left the earth, then that it's like it's there, but it's not at the forefront. And so legacy to me is what I as an individual or me as a unit, if I'm in a unit, leave behind. So my answer to that is, you know, what I leave behind is the way I love people, the way I treat people. That's what I want to be remembered for. A legacy is something you want to be remembered for. People will know you as this person or that person. Right? And it's usually not they slept with 20 people, or it's usually not that. It's usually something about you on the inside, how you are and who you are. An empire, like I said, is a group of people who create something in the here and now and build it to an extent. But there will need to be people who take over that in order for it to move into the realm of a legacy.
All right, though. Choo.
Same thing all y'all said, basically.
What you talking about?
That's it? You already
What y'all said? I ain't got no. That's cool. Easy questions.
Okay,
I'm pretty much the same, and I'm legacy driven, because like you said, an empire it can be crushed and easily molded over. But I believe like you should leave a legacy and maybe something behind, or maybe pass the torch on to the next generation so that they can keep going. I believe that you should leave a legacy for your family, and that's what I gotta say about that.
All right, cool.
So Tori go first.
Tori went first.
Oh, okay.
So we got a couple more minutes though. Any hot topics anybody want to bring her real fast?
Yeah,
Here you go,
Carly Russell, average black woman.
Oh Lord.
Well, she admitted now.
No, the lawyer did. She didn't come out and say sorry.
did
That was
it
her
through the
statement.
lawyer.
I know, but she
She
needs to
gave
say
the
sorry.
And I hope they
And
press
they don't
charges
say
on her.
They don't say
One
sorry.
at
You
a
gotta
time.
understand, with the law, they probably don't want her to answer because anything you say can and will be used against you. So,
Yeah, she's stupid.
So the lawyer probably advised her to write us to.
I'm agreeing with you.
He probably wrote
I'm
a
agreeing
statement
with you. She's
himself.
All right,
stupid.
quick second. Hot take. Carly Russell around the table.
No,
real
I got
quick.
the other one, Lori Pippen wife.
All right, come on.
Excellent.
Hurry. Just ask you real quick. Just make it quick.
She making Pippen look bad? No.
Okay. You know who Lori Pippen is? What do you think about Lori Pippen?
I have my issues.
That's
You know-
Scottie Pippen wife. She like dating like
Ex-wife.
ex-wife. She dating all celebrities. Like
me-
smashed them, made a song
Ben
about it.
Simmons.
Ben
If
Simmons.
you like it, I
Michael
love
Jordan's
it. I mean,
son.
that's her life.
And Michael
Would I do
Jordan's
that?
son
No.
with her now.
Wow.
Would I do that? Absolutely not. But I think that she has a right to do whatever she wants to do.
Hey.
True. Corey Russell or Pippen
Carly Russell or Pimpin.
Pippen wife. Corey Russell Pippen wife. Real quick to end it.
It ain't Pippen wife no more.
With ex-wife. I mean, she's still gonna be known as Pippen ex-wife. I mean, you know what I mean.
It ain't his wife no more.
And his
So
chick no
I
more, his
don't
problem
care
no
about
more.
that
Right.
shit. Like
Right.
people kills me with that. Like I think people be like I know guys that just be not off subject, but they'll be like, man, you know who I cracked last night? I cracked man baby mom. I be like. That ain't, man, nigga, I'm just saying you gay, cause I feel like it made you bust a harder nut, cause you know man on his shit. You know man got a Ferrari. You know what I'm saying? He on top of his game. He got a. You live with your mama, got a cutlass, nigga. Like you feel like you man status, cause you cracked something that he cracked. You know what I'm saying? Nigga Pippen, 6-time champion, man. He ain't what?
He ain't
Just
worried
stop
about
all that. Man, I'm not worried about that shit.
Yeah.
Like so it be like.
She
You
a
just
boss
want to
now.
tie
She for the game.
Yeah, like shit, I did it
for the
first. I
game,
did it
bro.
first.
Right.
You fuck, like, you know how many niggas want to fuck something because another nigga fuck?
Right.
Like,
They
bitch,
do,
like
yeah. I
women
ain't
be
never
thinking
looked
they
at it
tight.
like that.
Yeah.
That's
Women be
deep.
thinking they tight, but it be like, nah, shit, if bruh fucked you, shit, I fuck you too. But before
Right.
you fucked her, nobody wanted to
The
crack
person
her.
looks stupid
And then
as
once you
Jordan's
crack
son.
somebody, you put them on that pedestal.
Right.
Like, she might be fucking with 2 stone rah-rahs. But then shit, you bring her to the boss table, bring her to the booths at the club and all this shit. Now other people see her. So nah, fuck that.
All right, what about you though, Miss Gunn?
I don't know with pimping because I don't follow the sports or
About
whatever.
Carly
but
then?
it sounds like to me pimping is running it up. That's how she probably got her husband in that arena of having sex with high class ballers. Okay, that's what it sounds like
So
to me.
is Carly
And if
Russell
that's
the
her
average
arena,
black
that's her
woman?
arena. And I don't think that Carly is the average black woman. To me, she got some type of problem. She might be
The average black woman
short
got a
yellow
problem.
bus. You know what I'm saying?
average
I don't
black
know
woman
why she
short
would
bus.
do all of that.
People fake
However,
shit every
she
day.
should
Yeah.
definitely,
It just was a-
since she had the whole world, okay, the United States in an uproar, looking for a little child that was abducted in a black woman. I feel that instead of her giving her statement through the lawyer or whatever, I feel like she should present her face. Don't be embarrassed now because you wasn't embarrassed to call the police and lie about being a child on the side of the road. You done left your wig and your Target snacks or whatever and your cell phone out there. Then go ahead and face the world now with what you said
that's the
and at
error.
least say something to the world. Don't speak through other people. Make amends with everything if that's what you need to do. That's my spiel.
Miss Tori.
Pippen?
Or that with Carly Russell.
Yeah, I don't follow sports like that either. So
Carly.
on the Carly, because when I first saw the stuff, I'm like, dang, what's going on? I hope she good. And then I kept seeing stuff, and I'm like, she was Googling
Something
how
ain't
old
right.
you gotta be for an Amber Alert, how to take money out of register without finding out.
Watching Taken.
Other than just saying,
That's
I'm
what I'm
out.
saying.
Yeah.
So I'm like, dang, so you just trying to create this situation for yourself. So then it's like, if it was to ever actually happen to her, now that she the crying wolf, then are they really even gonna help her after at that point? Or are they gonna think that she lying again, whatever the case may be? So like, she done created that situation for herself. I feel like she should be able to like say something about it. She don't have to speak on nothing necessarily, like, or maybe she got some mental health issues or whatever the case may be. But like, she did all of that and had all these people speak. She didn't have white people speak for herself, and it's real hard to, when stuff happen, a lot of stuff don't hit the news.
For
so
real.
it was just like, the simple fact that everybody literally put all that energy and stuff into, trying to find her, trying to make sure she was good, just to, run
That's
into
what black
that, and
women
it just
do.
kind of make it seem like it was all a
They
joke.
put on a show. That's what they do. I'm not lying. It's
Well,
not,
let's
I'm
wrap
not
it up
lying.
right
That's
here
what they
then.
do.
So, with me, I would say the Pippen is an L for Pippen, bro. You already know how I feel about Pippen, bro. That's an L
This
like a
nigga still on this
motherfucker,
Pippen
boy.
shit.
That's an L like a motherfucker, boy.
That's an L.
That's an L for
Lord,
Pippen, bro. It just make him look bad, dude. It's just-
30 second elaborate.
real quick, I mean, just think about like one of your teammates that was like a brother. His son that probably used to be over your house, y'all babysitting,
I'm sure.
is busting your ex-wife down.
Now, is that a-
That's a fucking
Is that
L like a
L?
motherfucker. I don't know.
That's an L for.
That's an L for Pittman.
That's an L for her.
That's an L for fucking
L
Pittman,
for
bro.
love.
Get the L, that ain't my daughter.
I don't give a fuck. That make Pittman look bad, bro. It just make him look bad, bro. That's an L like a
How that make me
motherfucker.
look bad?
And then with the Corey
That's
Russell
a
thing, to
fuck,
kind of wrap it up real
Average
quick.
black woman.
Yeah, I feel like I don't want to say
Go ahead,
average
say
black
it. Go
woman,
ahead, say it.
but
It's
I can
okay,
see
man.
I can see women doing that.
You still have your fans if you say it. Go ahead.
I don't
say
give a
it.
fuck, bro. I don't give a fuck. That's the average black woman. That's the average black woman. But I do think like how kind of like what T was saying. I just think that it was a bad look for her in general. She did make all of us look bad as a black community.
No, she
Everybody.
made
black
She
women.
made
Not
herself
everybody
look
look
real
bad as a
bad.
black community, but
Man,
just
so what-
I disagree.
So what's the
Yeah.
difference between her and the people that be on the corner asking for change, but they live in Wildwood?
there ain't nothing different about it. But at the
But
same
they
time, they ain't no
ain't
CNN, and they ain't global around either.
That's
Though.
right. She
so
made
that-
national-
And you have a choice in that
She
matter
made
if you're
national
going to
news.
participate in
Yeah.
that or not.
And so
With
let's
this,
wrap it up, though.
you
We do
felt
appreciate
impelled
everybody
to
tuning in to the
participate
Void
When you ride down the
Podcast.
street, you feel impaired when they
Hold
be
on.
No, we're not talking about
We
that.
got to sign out, y'all. So
Yeah.
I appreciate everybody coming out. That's Miss Panda. Tori, where she go?
Hey.
Bathroom.
My bathroom. Chew, I appreciate you coming. Miss Nina, appreciate you coming. Miss Jesus, woman. Sorry about that.
Just call me Nina.
Nina.
That's what's on my
Nina.
birth certificate, Nina.
All right, so
When
we'll
you're
be
ready to
back
shut it
Sunday,
down,
Joe.
or-
Sunday,
But I
10
will.
a.m. normal time. We're going to have call in, too. We want to have people call in.
Yeah, we're
ask
going to start doing
questions.
call in.
So the call-in number is going to be 515-599-1687. We're going to definitely be having call-ins starting Sunday. Tune in on
Okay,
Sunday.
you'll be able to call in.
All right, peace out, y'all.
Peace out, everybody.
Bye.
Peace. All right, thank you guys for tuning in.
Oh my lord.
Shout out. Let me see. Thanks for tuning in, y'all. That's the end of the show. Shout out to guys personal
Tori out.
touch, residential and business cleaning service. Shout out to Jay the Rip